What up? What up? What's up, guys? Yeah, we did a pop-up live stream because I thought we were gonna have a live stream on Six Show or Six Channel, and I just found out from Crippler here that we don't. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm on my way here anyways. Why not?
That's it.
So
One,
here we are, man.
I had people hit me up. My boy Edwin, Crit, like a bunch of them was like, no show, no show. Even my boy Brenton was like, no show. I was like, I just got back in the house. So yeah, I was like 32 minutes, showed up back home 32 minutes after the show, and Sick is grinding, yo. He's getting that. So
Yeah, that's great,
he's
man.
resting up and chilling. And everyone deserves a break every now and then. But I'm
real.
here bored now. So I was like, I'm bored.
Once you start doing it like every single week,
I
it's
know.
kind of like, yeah, you get used to it. So when you don't have it, you're like, what am I gonna do?
Exactly. And I was like, how better to spend a Saturday night than talking to Art Statue Collector, right? And the community. So
Yep,
we'll see where it
for
goes.
sure. But before that, boom.
Yes.
Here we go, baby. But I'm not gonna get into it that much. Just a little tease, and then I'm gonna save everything I need to say for the review. That should be sometime next week, and I should get everything done in a day or two after I film it. Good.
Look at that thing. And that is the reason I was like, hey, I'm just getting in. I don't really got nothing prepped or anything like that, but I do know you just got that Iron Man in. So if we can just sneak peek at that, that'll be something.
For sure.
Man.
But from even from the picture or just a glance at it now, what do you think?
Man, I just think that it looks so sleek. I want to know how that paint job looks in person, but it does look so sleek. It looks like the images he's been saying. So it's the cool thing is there's no big surprise like, oh,
right.
It's actually, yes, they targeted a certain Iron Man, a certain quality, a certain pose, and it's all right there, everything they promised. So from this far sight, looking through my monitor, through your window, through there, it looks really, really, really good. The base seems a little big for him, though, or is that just me?
No. Actually, it's a lot smaller than every other character.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
the. I was talking to Brenton, who be on Casual and Everyday Collector, and he was telling me he was like, well, Sam, because we were talking about Iron Man too, because I was like, if there's two characters that I would go life size for, it would be Iron Man and Spider-Man. He asked me do I like Iron Man because of the movies? It was like, no, it happened way before movies, even before I in comics, to be honest. It was these novels they used to make, and then he sent me. I was like, yeah, those were them. They were like Craig Cox, I believe his name was, and one was called like The Armor Trap, and that's when Tony Stark was kidnapped and War Machine, Rhodey had to run the company and all of that. That's where I first got introduced to Iron Man. So like, for me, that goes way, way back, even before comics. Brenton.
Yeah. Same, man.
Yeah.
What's up, Brenton? What's up, Edwin? You are always the first one. I have no idea how. But,
yeah, man.
Yeah. So
Casual
thank you for joining. And then we have Casual. What day is it over there? It's Saturday night, right?
It's we got one more hour left in this Saturday, so we're hanging out on a Saturday night, baby.
Shit. All right, cool. What's up, Norman Rich?
Norman Rich.
Trey, what's going on? Shang-Chi, what's up? Let's see. We have, Dick Face Alvaro. What's up, man? Dick Face in the house. Adil, what's up? We got Critical Mass joining.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Critical?
What's up?
Not much. Just here on a Saturday night, just relaxing, maxing and relaxing.
What? Jonas, how's it going? Yep, we survived the night. Alex got drunk, and I had to get up early for a company meeting early in the morning. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, we're just gonna end. Oh, yeah, no. LBS Iron Man gonna be epic. Yes, it is, man. When are you gonna stop going live at 4 a.m.? Sorry, Mercy. Yo, it's your bad. You're in Sweden, bro.
Man, Sweden.
Oh man. Edwin said he was bored out of his mind. That's why a lot of us does. Yeah. Yep. Get all over that. I can't, man. I gotta save it for the review. Spoil all now. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to do the review, and then the same thing. I'm gonna try to get the XM 1/4 scale classic Iron Man. To do a little comparison between the paint and all that as well. So I actually have to carry that shit from my condo here. So yeah, man. I hope they, like, after I review it, they just open the pre-order, get it going, and maybe send me the Thanos after that. Thanks, bro.
Together.
Yep. See. Good night, guys. Best of luck. Good night, bro. You just going to sleep now? 4 o'clock in the morning. Steve, does the base light up? It sure does. What's up, Mud? How's it going, man? It does not look like it has any matte paint. Just the base. In your review, you're showing other IBS to scale. Of course, you know it, man. I still have the Hulk. So, yeah, I'm going to line them all up. More work. Yes. What's up, Atticus? Welcome. When you do the review, will you please show the Iron Man near the... Oh, yeah, of course, man. You know it.
Yeah,
you know
I know Trey right now is like all his vision. Another piece is coming together. It's like...
what's up, Michael?
Michael.
Hey, what's up, John? Just talking to you earlier. So yeah, planning on doing a live stream with John as well on his channel after I'm done with my review as well. Then I'll show it close up, whatever.
Ooh, looking forward to that.
Yep. So all right. So we guys up to tonight?
Just chilling, relaxing.
Just got done with your victim.
Well, the only victims today was my grass. I had to do yard work.
Nice.
What type of fertilizer you be using? Toenails,
I
knuckles.
I imagine Jason and Freddy Krueger probably takes a day off too. You can't work all the time.
When you're powered by the demons, you can.
Yeah, well, was that I'm gonna send you. I don't know if you seen this one little YouTube video. It's old. They did a meme about this song. I think the guy's called. His name is Voltaire, and the song is called "When You're Evil."
Oh no!
And it's basically about this guy that's just torturing this poor little person.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Eddie,
my nephew
still waiting on
sent
your
it to me.
J&D duo. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
No, see,
By the way, I'm not a J&D fanboys or anything, but yeah, if I see something that that's need a recognition, then I'll give them credit for it. Future Kong, what up? What's up? Much just woke up. Renato asked, what's your opinion about the new collection phase with low ES? You're talking about like Sideshow, right? Yeah, I think I like it because, it's more of a collectible than just products now. That's the same goes with, I want everybody to do what LBS doing, They're basically just going to set up the ES for like really low, but it's not for the FOMO or anything, I think, but it makes you like appreciate your collection more, right? When you have something like with a low ES, not like when you know there's only 250 people in the world that has it, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, what's up? What up? Yes, sir, John.
Everyday collector. I had fun with them on the club last night, dude. Always fun with them.
Yeah, dude. I mean, what time? What time was the show? You said
11 p.m. EST.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do that.
What time is it now where you are? All right.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning. So like, yeah, like early morning. If I don't have anything, I can't get up just to come watch. But then after that, I have to go, do whatever I need to do with the business. So
yeah.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, Sunday morning, and today
you're in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but today my restaurant is gonna be very busy, and I also have like a big dinner party or something. Last night we had a really big wedding. That was yeah.
I tell you, man, girlfriend, wedding venue. I don't know how. Like, not yet. Every time I walk by, she just
I'm good. I'm good. Nah,
not yet.
Art knows his mind.
I'll need a
Art
ring.
knows his. Art's like, hey.
Yes. I'll be like, what?
You're like, no, not this.
Like what? West Side?
Not this. Vulcan? What are you doing? How do you do the Vulcan thing? Like,
yeah, you like say, hey, we can go out. You can move in. I can help you out with a bill or two, but I can pay your cell phone bill if you need it.
Nah, none of that. You got your own.
Shit.
No.
Yeah. Alex did not like the Rage Hulk. I'm like, whatever.
That is my favorite one. Hey, I love Rad Titan.
I like that.
Like, they are usually there's stuff that I would like, and they be like, "That is dog shit." I'm just like, damn, Gio, don't punch me in the face. I really like it. And it'd be funny. They'll go through a picture.
It's trash.
Yeah, they'll go
He's
through
like,
a picture. I'm like,
trash.
oh yeah, I love this. And then it gets to it, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what they think about it. I absolutely hate this rubbish.
Garbage.
This is trash. I'm like,
But it's the same thing. It goes to, I mean, when they like something, I'm looking at it, I'm like, nah, mediocre shit.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got to have your own opinion. It's like, you can't let people sway your opinion. If you like it, you like it.
Yeah, you got to be strong in what you like, because and I respect their opinions, and they're coming at it from like it's real, and that's what I like, regardless if I agree with it or not. Is always authentic, and you can see it, and that's all I care about. I don't want anybody to like everything. I like it. I like how interesting the conversations could be when you sort of dig into the differences. And so, like, when they say it, of like, yeah, because they'll start off and say it's shit, it's rubbish, but then they'll explain why they think so, which is cool. Like, it's usually when it stops after it's trash and you don't give anything else. But they usually go up and be like, this is why I don't like it. So
yeah, and they even actually argue with each other a lot of times.
Yeah, which is cool.
They don't agree on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes a perfect friendship. I mean, they've been friends since they were kids.
And that's what it's all about, because they could tell each other exactly what's on their mind.
Oh yeah, they could tell them, yeah, fuck off.
Yep.
It's like family.
What's
like
Crippler
family.
got on pre-order? I tend to not pre-order when it comes out. I get it. I could tell you what I'm getting. I'm getting XM Spider-Man Transformation, XM X-Force Wolverine, XM Venom Arise, and I'm looking for Maestro is a dream piece of mine, but I can't physically fit it in this room. So I'm wondering, do I take that budget that I got for that and get a life size for that corner? And I'm looking at the Mark 85 for that, but I haven't spent no money on it. I looked in to where I can get it from if I want to. That's as far as I went with that, but I haven't committed to anything yet until I see see what my vision ends up being. I'm definitely getting those pieces I mentioned, but the Maestro and the life size is where I'm like, I haven't made a decision yet, and I can wake up in the morning.
Yeah,
and like,
I think you don't. Yeah, you can wait, man,
yeah.
and see like if it's really worth it or not.
Waiting for that art statue collector review when he get his.
So,
For
hey,
sure,
Art,
for sure.
do you think that that Hawk, that Maestro, is going to go up in price on the aftermarket?
My Maestro probably not, because I'm sure they haven't sold out. You know, it's expensive, it's heavy, many boxes. Not many people is going to be buying that. So, but Hulk, I think, is it made to order, right? At a certain ES, correct? Am I correct about that? They're not just going to make like the ES that they came out with.
So it's going to be made to order. Yeah, because I think they started that last year, XM, with things are made to order. When I got that,
yeah, I think it was like made to order, like maxed out at whatever $4.99, some shit. I don't know.
Because I got that the samurai line, the Robin, and I think it maxed out like around 300 something, and it was made to order.
Okay, yeah, that piece is nice too.
Michael Raven, if I put that thing where my TV goes, I won't be able to climb my feet up.
Oh, and by the way, Crippler, in 2 days, I will be seeing the Venom Arise in person. I'll be doing the review of it, the prototype. Yeah. And the Hulk, Venom Hulk.
Venom Hulk. I'm less interested in that, but it looks beautiful. It's dope. It's just that I like my Venom to be on my Spidey, in the Spidey realm. Get out of here, Hulk. You got gamma rays.
I have it on pre-order as well. And I hope it's as big as I think it would be, you know, hopefully.
Yeah. Now you're going to put that one on pre-order when it comes out, right, Crippler?
Which one?
The Spider-Man Venom?
It's already is.
It's already on?
Yeah.
No, I'm just buying that one straight. Like I talked to one of the distributors, and they told me that I don't, because I told them like I just like to buy it. I have the money, I'll just buy it, and when it comes out. But what he said was like, dude, don't worry about the Wolverine. Of course, don't worry about the Arise. He'll be able to hold that and get that for me. Yeah. He said the only one to pre-order if I really want it is the Spider-Man transformation. So that's the one that I probably end up doing probably just any time now just to secure it before. Because at first it's like nobody really like it, and then it's like, oh, people do, and it's like that one's gonna sell out, but it's too expensive, and I'm like, I want it regardless. I better put the money down for it. If that one, because like you said, ES will drive me to pre-order or get something earlier than I intended to if I was already getting it, but it won't make me get something that I don't want just because it's low yet. So,
all right. So Trey asked, am I going to be showing the LBS Cyclops? I have it on pre-order, so I will probably do a live unboxing of that one once I get it. Is the JND Duo worth the price? The Duo is really expensive, actually. It was like $4,000 or something for me. But the Batman itself with the switch-out head, I believe that was like only about $2,300 or something, 24. So the Duo might not be for you unless that's what you like. Then it's just that's all you need really for the representation of Bale. You don't need anything else. Not only Sideshow. Some piece from J&D is so great, guys, especially the Catwoman. What? You know I don't have the Catwoman, right, for J&D, unless you mean the life-size bust from Infinity. Right. Thank you, Atticus. Michael said, yes, sometimes they crush your dreams. Rat Titan is called Rat for a reason. They are top tier real men.
Real men. Real men
Totally
that talk about
agree.
real shit.
Totally agree.
I love this show. A lot of times when they're on, sometimes I'm driving home from work, and I'm like, I'm gonna just put them on the dashboard.
What time do they come on? Because like I don't get a
Random.
notification from them, and
Random.
then I'll see them in the replay, but I never catch them live. I'm like,
They usually come on around 4 o'clock in the morning for me.
okay.
So they go on late, man. Like maybe like 10 o'clock at night, European time. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, and here
in the afternoon for you guys.
I'll look them. I'll look them up to get them. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, a lot of this stuff, I'll hit the bell notification and all of that, and I won't get it, and then homie Edwin be like, "Yo, that's a shot." And I'm like, perfect. I wasn't doing that.
Yo, that's the thing. When you click on that, then Edwin is your notification, right?
He is my notification, like straight up, like that. But sometimes it could go wrong. I'll be at work or in a meeting, I see it, and I'll be like, "Oh, casual just popped up. I kind of want to just get out this meeting right now and just be like,
because now you're distracted.
Yeah, now I'm distracted, right?
Especially what you're doing is critical thinking, and you have to really come up with a real answer. And in the back of your mind, you be thinking, "Man, I wonder what Kaz was talking about right now."
I know, right?
I want to hook up with the babyface assassin.
The Franco one was the one that got me because I'm just sort of like, boop, yeah, and then I see it afterwards, and I'm like, oh, I had some questions that I would have liked to ask them from the chat. So it was like, oh, why is it at 4 p.m. on a weekday?
So you're like, oh, guys, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Like, can y'all wrap it up? Wrap it up, B.
He's been in there for an hour and a half. Wrap that shit up.
Wrap that shit up.
Yo.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I only got Iron Man, Thanos. I don't know if it's coming or when he's sending it. But after I finish reviewing Iron Man, somebody will come pick up the Hulk and Iron Man back. So I want to have it together with Thanos. What's up, Shane? How's it going, bro?
The Dark Lord, baby.
Hi, Ross asks, is there any news on LBS Hulkbuster? I don't know. Are they doing that? That would be crazy, man. If 1/3 scale Hulkbuster. I can't imagine. Love the kill room from Critical Mass.
Oh, well, y'all gonna love it. That's all I say. Gonna love it even more in the future. I'll tell you now.
Wolverine is the gatekeeper.
That's just too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What's going on in there? Hey, y'all shut up.
Got some candy in there just to lure me.
Live for the kill room.
Chasen says, Sam, don't do life size in a normal size room. Looks way out of place in my opinion, but if you want to get it, no, I hear you because the difference is the verticality of a life size. You see the 3 Avengers I got there? It'll take up less space than that or about the same space in that kitty corner.
Okay.
But
how tall is that?
This thing right there, it's probably what? 7 feet maybe? I'll have to measure it.
Okay.
But then I got still plenty of ceiling.
Yeah, that's not bad, man.
Yeah, so like if it's pushed back in the corner and it's not sticking out in the room, I think that could work. I don't know. You probably could be 100% right, and that's why I'm exploring it because I usually feel that way.
The height is not the problem. It's the width of the base. It's freaking huge, man.
Of Maestro or the Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Oh, really? Okay, so yeah, then that's what
huge.
I need to worry about. Yeah,
what's up,
Mr. President?
What up, Rashi? Yeah, no, but I totally can see that being the case. So,
I can measure it for you right now.
Measure it for me, and then
the diameter of the base on Iron Man.
And then the Crippler can question the future president of his plans.
Yeah, the future president
want to know what the hell are y'all doing. Edwin Diaz hit me up. Edwin Diaz always keep me up on posts, and I'm like, these dudes is on. because I was watching I was watching the Wu-Tang Clan, and I went to sleep after that.
The saga.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, put that shit on pause.
Oh man, no,
All
this was totally impromptu, dude. It was just sort of like
Yeah.
because I got home.
It's a pop up.
All right, what is the measurements of it? In inches?
43 inches diameter, probably.
33 inches diameter.
40,
All right.
43.
Let me go get my measuring tape.
how long y'all been on?
What's up? For like 25 minutes.
Oh, okay.
What's
I'm
the
like-
ES on Maestro? Let me check right now.
How's your day, Rashid?
Busy, didn't sleep, and then see y'all on. Now I'm back on this crap. You know.
Did you work today?
Yeah. I was tired.
What's your
That's
all
nothing
days?
for that spot. No, see it? You see where the middle of the subwoofer is?
I'll tell that after the show, brother.
Okay, yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Behind the
right
scenes.
where the middle of the
Behind the
subwoofer
scenes.
is until the.
We can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Like check 1 2.
All right. Yeah, you were way too far from the mic.
So yeah, the middle of the subwoofer on the floor there, to the end of the display is the 33 inches. So it will come out more than that for sure. But if I move it over a little bit, it can work. The bass can work. But still, I don't know if that's going to be too big or not.
Yeah, you gotta.
I have a
that.
I have a solution, Crippler.
Mm-hmm.
You knock a hole in that wall and you extend the room 20 feet, and you'll have plenty of room then.
Yo,
Plenty of room. Just knock a hole in the wall.
You know some people who could do it for like how much? How much we talking?
Well, you know, I know a guy.
Or you can, Crippler, you can, if you seriously want it, because let me tell you something. I'm the type, like I got so much stuff now, and you know that bat wing is coming. I got that jazzing bat wing. It converted, you know.
Okay.
So I don't care what is what. I'm gonna make room for it. You know what I'm saying? So you can, like he said, put a hole in the wall, but build a you call it a shelf, but you put a shelf inside the wall instead. You understand what I'm saying? That would be nice. And you can have lights in that shelf. So just in case you don't keep the Maestro, you can put different objects there with recessed lighting inside of it.
Oh yeah, with the Maestro. See, that's the thing.
Right.
Like that thing we were measuring was for a life-size footprint base, but the Maestro is way bigger than that's 33. Maestro is like 50. It's
In
46.
length.
Yeah,
In
the
length.
pedestal that they needed to build for me was going to be 46 by 53, which is dumb. It's like
and it's better hold the weight as well, man. The weight is just ridiculous.
And they would have to reinforce it, and they were saying they were going to ship it in multiple. Crazy. Just the pedestal, not even a thing.
Let me answer this guy's
do
question.
it.
The version A is made to order, max at 100, and version B is the same thing but max at 499. So that's not a lot.
Art
be
statue
honest.
collector, critical mass. I'm getting reports that critical mass's mic is hot. I'm getting reports that critical mass's mic is very loud right now.
For real?
Yes. That's a I don't know. I don't know if you can
Was
lower
that
it down
him-
in the
what-
software or
Was that him breathing?
no.
Or somebody else?
Nah, that
I
probably.
think he just coming
If
in
that was
louder than everyone
if that
else.
was breathing, then that was Jupiter's cock. Jupiter's cock was louder than mine.
Okay, how do I
Shout out
sound
to-
now?
Like a
I don't-
murder.
Well, you seem
You
calm.
always seem
Usually,
fine to us. That's why I don't know.
usually you have your days where you act like old dirty bastard from the Wu-Tang Clan. Today you seem calm.
Oh shit.
Just keeping it
Because here's the thing. I never
keeping it right. Keeping it right, fellas.
Well, I never changed
Keeping
the
it right,
settings.
fellas.
I'm using my phone and I'm got the earbuds. Like I used to use the my Bose earbuds, but then Shane was telling me that I added some background noise. So I stopped using those, and now I got the wired, and those seem to be working good. And I'm just using my smartphone, so I don't know what settings I need to change.
How does it sound now? Because I actually was able to lower you down a little bit, and you always sound good to us here, but it's usually the outside is where they say you come in loud.
In the
Say
real
something.
world.
Yeah, you sound fine to me.
Testing,
Let,
one,
let us
two,
know, and if
three.
not, we don't want to
Let
blow out
us
your
know.
speakers, but yeah.
Let us
But
know. We
anyway,
don't
sorry
want
to interrupt you. Go ahead, Art. Continue down
technical
your
difficulty.
All right.
questions.
So, do you guys think POs are on the rise again because of the low ES?
Yes.
The FOMO is
Mhm.
back.
Nah, I don't. I won't rush. You know what it is? I'm not going to rush and say that because Sideshow is just one company, and we just had what 2 pieces actually that just did that.
Yeah,
That was the Joker and Poison Ivy. So don't necessarily think like that because
But I had, you
we
notice
didn't
we're in a
see-
bubble. I had 2 to 3 people hit me up that got something, that they were planning to get. It wasn't like, but they pre-ordered. It made them pre-order it quicker. Like absolutely happened with the Joker, and some of the other groups I'm in. Just chat, and they was like, "Yeah, no, I got it because, hey, I was interested in it, and this made me pre-order it quicker." Where they would have waited. So I do think that makes a difference, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but
For
I
me-
feel. Go ahead. I'm
For
sorry,
me, it
go ahead,
doesn't. It doesn't really matter. I mean, if I like a piece, I'll pre-order it anyhow.
mhm.
You know.
Right.
Me
Yeah,
too.
But
yeah.
I feel don't jump. I feel like still be careful how you collect. Don't let
Yeah.
Yeah.
them
Yeah,
unfortunately trick you into because you got to remember every business has a marketing part that's they get paid to market their pieces and make sales. You know,
Mhm.
so they went on for so many years boosting up ESs because Sasha was trying to corner the market so that they can really let's keep it real. So you can't flip their statues. You got to go to them. You know what I'm saying? Or the person that have their statue have to sell at a lower price. So
Mhm.
you know the Poison Ivy may have been one, the Joker may have been one, but let's just see because all right, if that's the case, if Yoda is not a low ES from the mythos, then no, there is no that ES is just not back. They're just going to do on certain pieces. But I'm still not rushing to get something unless it has to say like 250. You know, because I probably wouldn't have ordered the Poison Ivy if I didn't see it say 250 just yet.
Mhm.
You
You would have
know,
waited a
for
little
sure.
bit, right?
I would have waited. Just like the Darth
Yeah.
Vader, I'm waiting. So
Mhm.
don't let them trick us. I mean, you know, listen, not saying that Sasha is anything wrong with them or nothing like that, but still be careful what you collect. Don't rush to get, you know, don't rush to collect something that you think, oh, I'm gonna miss out. Just still watch. Put it on that RSVP, and when that pops up on your phone or wherever your email, then that's when you jump on and say, okay, let me see the ES and stuff.
Yep.
Let them
Yeah.
sweat. Let them sweat a little bit still. Let them still sweat.
Yo, you know what I don't like about Sideshow? They be
What?
sending me emails using words like, "Hey, you want to get this before?" Like, and they be using like FOMO. Like, they straight up use FOMO in an email. Like, just like,
Yeah, they do.
we
Yeah.
know your
Oh,
weak
shit.
ass gonna want like FOMO. Get it right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
leave me alone.
Hey.
Like,
Are you sure
No.
they didn't say mofo?
they said, "Yo, mofo, you want to
Yo,
avoid
yeah.
FOMO?" They hired some gangsters at Sideshow right now.
Oh,
They
yeah.
was like,
And-
they was
yeah.
like, "Yo." I
And they
think
see
they
one
hired
they
some-
said, when it's gone
Yeah,
forever.
they hired some
Look.
street merchants, some people in
Well,
there. Like, they was like, "Yo,
Crippler.
what's up?"
It's just like I said. You people gotta get if you want to sell, you can't think everything is for older people. You gotta get to
Yeah.
the younger masses. So if we promoting stuff from a older sense and we
Yeah.
want to hit the younger version, we're gonna use the words like FOMO and yo, you jump on this now for a
I
sellout.
love that they're doing it. The thing that I got is playing to the nature of FOMO, not the word. They can use whatever young millennial style words they want, but it's just like they're just letting you. That's like saying, "Hey, yo, we know that you coming down off of your addiction, but this crack is gonna go fast if you don't want to get this You better get it right now, because once it's gone, it's gone. They be like, yo, FOMO, you're gonna miss out. Do you really want to miss out on this piece? Do you really want to? And I'm like, no, I don't want to miss out.
I'm not getting tricked quick like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see.
You wouldn't want to regret not getting this.
You want your friends to laugh at you when you're the only one that don't have this poison ivy, and now we got this Batman and Penguin, and you don't got the poison ivy? Are you gonna be the laughing stock of the community?
I want to see.
Get this right now. Sideshow.com.
Buy now.
Two yeses I want to see is the Penguin and Yoda. If Yoda's like in the thousands, then do not fall for Sideshow's tricks. If it's just like when you put on the wait list, the life size Yoda, that's sold out. But why I'm still on the wait list for that thing? You know, why won't they tell me, you know, your wait list ain't converting and shit? You know, come on. What's the game? To keep me on the list, like sniffing
forever.
Yeah, come on, man.
They did that to me with that Psylocke the X-Force, the one that you got, Rashid.
Right.
It sold out, but I got on the wait list, but it said sold out. I was on the wait list for a year. I was like, what? I even like contacted them. I said, what's going on? And they scratching their heads. They couldn't give me a good answer. So I said, if it converts, it converts. It never converted.
Yeah, but I just feel like they play a lot of games. You know when they do play a lot of games, because I remember when that Thanos went up for pre-order on Throne? And I missed that thing, man. And I was at work on internet trying to get that damn thing, and it sold out. Right? How was it that after everything sold out, they able to sell something for charity on the show? You know what I mean? On eBay. Remember they had some pieces that they were selling on eBay charity, and I know probably they have some, but remember they a lot of people don't know. Sideshow used to have a meter, a warm, cold, warm, hot, that you was going to be a possibility that you could get it, and then they took it down and they stopped using that meter and stuff. And I was really on hot for that Thanos on Throne, and I never got it. You know what I'm saying? So.
But if you remember, man, when XM opened the shop in Singapore, right? They had some of the pieces that was long sold out, like Storm or whatever, right? Selling at the shop. So these company actually kept some for whatever.
That's true. But all right, then what the hell you doing with it? You know what I mean? Like how come so I guess I can't get one then. You about to sell it to, you kept some to the side, which is some bullshit, so so I don't know. It's up to everybody else, but me personally, I would still not rush to pre-order, you know, until you kind of know the edition size. So
all right, Atticus, I don't collect Hot Toys anymore, so that's out of the question.
I seen him. I seen Art playing with his Hot Toys.
Fuck that.
Don't let him fool you. He doesn't collect them. He plays with them in a little like a playpen.
I spread them out.
Those are back at the condo. He keeps them locked up.
It's not part of his collection. He doesn't collect them. He buys them to just like
action figures.
Yoga pose, baby.
Spider-Man with his legs behind his head, swinging.
Yep.
Just like this.
See, you know how it was when you was a kid and you was by yourself. You didn't even need your friends with you. You just be playing by yourself with your action figures.
No, hell no. Come on. What's up, Happy? JCG Arts in the house.
There's a little kid in all of us.
Shane said it's always loud for you, critical. The screaming in the background, I think he's talking about.
He said it was better now, so it's cool. I think we got a good spot for him.
Maybe because I have a loud voice. How do I?
No, it's been fine now. I think he already confirmed it. So yeah. What Rashid is saying is.
I think I'm going deaf. I talk too loud.
Let me ask you guys a question. Which Penguin do you guys like? The Prime one? I know they're different sizes, but Prime one or Sideshow? Which one do you prefer, or is there one prefer? I mean, to me, I love the Prime one. You know, my hats off to Sideshow, but I'm definitely for the Prime one.
I like the Prime one if you're saying which one. But I think that I do think the Sideshow is like, hey, we don't have one. This one's good enough. I could grab it. Versus like, I'm not like, oh, I'm blown away by the Sideshow one. I just appreciate the fact that they actually did one and it's decent. I don't think it's outstanding, but I do think it's it's like, yeah.
Because to me, if you look at the Prime one, it is so more detailed than the and I know we haven't gotten to see this but from what I'm seeing, the base of the penguin they put that somebody did like the whole thing, the diorama of him and Batman and the snow, and they put like the snow effect with it, that where you see like the sparkles, you know what I'm saying, like way better than Mr. Freeze's base. And then you got the money, and then you got the penguin, and then what I love about the Prime one is that the umbrella is hot, that it opens up, where the Sideshow has like that Martin Canali face type sculpt. I don't know who sculpted it, but you know, it's cool. But I
do like how grimy it looks.
With the Sideshow one,
the Sideshow I do like, but you can make the Prime look grimy too. It got so many different head sculpts with that.
Exactly. That's my thing.
Yeah,
but the price is so different,
and the price point.
Oh yeah, but you want to know something though?
And the scale.
If you're buying art, you're looking for quality. You know, I'm not saying that Sideshow isn't. And then I want to know the ES also. So and I would think that Sideshow would make a variant for the penguin unless it's going to do swappable portraits or something. You know,
you never know, man. Prime one will probably do that shit too.
What, a variant?
Maybe they'll be doing it.
What
I mean, Prime is known for their variants.
What are they gonna do? The red coat penguin?
Maybe like a totally different outfit. Who knows?
The umbrella have stars on it now. Ooh.
All right, you guys want to answer this question?
Sure.
Question of all. What is an older, long sold out piece
you are actively on the search for?
I think me and Rashid's in the same boat with that one.
Storm. Yeah, it was Storm and the White Queen. I might, I might get the White Queen because that White Queen piece is awesome, man. You know, but you know what I do? This is what I do, and this is what I used to do, especially with art. I would go on YouTube videos and watch a lot of reviews, and that's what you should do. When you go to a lot of reviews and you want a piece, then I was like, yeah, let me see if I'm gonna get that piece, you know. And that's how I'll decide whether I want a piece or not. And if art have like, because I always thought when art did the Horseman, immediately I was like, yo, I'm gonna make room for that, because I loved how War looked, and I loved how Pestilence looked with her hair. Her portrait is awesome. But the only problem is, and I mean, that's good advertisement that XM should give you, but give you your props on. It's just, to me, I just felt like another Quarter the Dead.
That's I'm glad you said it, because that's what I was gonna say.
And when I had Quarter the Dead, still got the Queen. Quarter the Dead pieces was hard to get rid of. Shame.
What's up, Dark Lord?
Dark Lord.
Shame.
What's up, guys?
This is like an impromptu reunion right up here.
Quarter the Dead. Yeah, because nobody knew y'all was getting on.
Now it's a party.
Nah, I'm not getting a Horseman. Oh, all right.
I knew you guys were on, thanks to my man Edwin.
Yeah.
He always got his finger on the pulse.
Yeah,
that's what I saw. That's because I was watching Wu-Tang Saga, and then I saw Edwin I said, the show, this must be some old. And I clicked on, and I'm like, these guys is on?
Hey, don't feel bad, because Art hit me up, was like, hey, I'm about to be 30 minutes late. And I was like, hey.
We don't have a stream. And I'm already like halfway through.
I was like, I just got
what the fuck?
I said, I just got home, so. I was like,
Yeah, because I saw Crippler. He was like, I'm gonna be out with the family. So I said, man, I'm going to sleep, man. I'm saying I got my bed. I said they ain't have no goddamn show, and I'm watching
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan,
Oh,
and I was like, man,
I want to say this. I think Edwin Diaz is a vital part of this community because he is everywhere.
He's
So
everywhere.
big shout out to Edwin.
he
Edwin
was like, yo, you know how I was
Diaz
like,
is like that secret agent that, like, he tells, like, we're the warriors, and he goes, listen, this is the mission. Send it out, and you
And
never know what
information
like.
man.
I didn't feel like I
the man has all the
disappointed.
information.
I didn't feel like I disappointed anyone until Edwin hit me up. He was like, I'm bored of this shit. I was like, yo, can we do something? and then me and Art started chatting. It was like, yo, I'm back. I'm free. He was like, let's just do something impromptu. We did, and that's why we're here. But yeah, no, it's awesome to be able to do this right now because I was just sitting
you
there
told
bored, just like you was.
You told your wife and your daughter y'all was out doing stuff. You said, "Hey, Edwin just hit me up, honey. We gotta go home."
Oh no, I was back by then. Like literally, I got back in probably like 26, 27. Because I was looking, I was like, could I make it back in time? But unfortunately, I made it back like 27 minutes after Raw was supposed to start, and then I had nothing prepped because I was gone, so I wasn't able to do anything. So.
I was just watching Art and Alex. I'm halfway through that. That's pretty entertaining. You could tell Alex every 5 minutes. You could tell he's getting more and more drunk.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, Shane? That shit is like one of those dope movies that you get into and ends abruptly. Like, wait, what?
Oh, spoiler alert!
You don't have to worry about it. It's gonna be like Lord of the Rings when you realize, oh, Mordor ain't happening until Return of the Jedi. You're gonna have to wait. And then they don't get the budget to fit. Imagine you go through Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings, and you love it, and it ended abruptly, and they say, yeah, we're canceling it. You're never gonna know how the ending is. That's how that one was.
Fuck, I don't want to watch it now.
It's a lot of good stuff in there still. It was over 2 hours still, so there's plenty of stuff there. But it was like, ooh.
And kudos to you, Crippler, because Critical's mic is perfect now. Now it's the same volume as everyone else. It's not booming.
You know what it is, Shane? I think Critical he just is on calm right now. But when he turns to old dirty bastard, he gets loud.
Oh, even before though, when he was calm, it was still loud. Like he's got that deep booming voice, and his mic is up, and he's about 2 or 3 times louder than everyone else.
Yeah.
Even when he's calm. When he's not calm, forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got him down to 60 from 100 now, and that seems to be perfect.
It's perfect.
60.
You hear him, and it's perfect.
He's usually at 100, so he's at 60.
You're perfect, Critical, just the way you are now.
Just the way you are.
I knew you'd sing it.
New R&B album by Crippler Rashid dropping. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yo, rest in
in
peace.
stores.
Rest in
In
peace to
stores
Bobby
on
Caldwell, by the
March
way.
the 25th. Go
What happened to
live.
him anyway?
Rashid, what did you say you were watching before you came on?
I was watching American Cream Team, the Wu-Tang Clan saga.
Is that a
'cause
TV
I didn't
show?
think. Yeah. So and then there was a couple of things. I was actually about to watch a movie that a lot of people don't talk about, a classic other than Predator, but one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best one also was Commando. Yes.
Oh,
man,
I mean that's
Commando's classic.
one dude that's just taking out a whole
Good.
army.
Before John Wick.
And there's a lot of stars in Commando, man.
Yeah,
Alyssa
I like that.
Milano, Ray Dong Chung, the one that Mac that played in Predator. I forgot David Duke.
Bill Duke. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Dude
that was
played in Mad Max as the with the whole
the antagonist. Yeah, this is an Australian guy.
Right. So it's a lot of
He
lot of
looks
stars
like
in that.
Freddie Mercury.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
it.
That
but,
movie's fucking awesome.
What streaming
still-
platform is that? The Wu-Tang Clan, Rashid?
Hulu.
Hulu.
Okay.
But my brother Crippler hooked me up with Apple TV. Thank you, Crippler, once again.
Oh, it's
One
working
thing that
for you?
Crippler didn't tell me that the thing is you gotta move it with your finger because I have the remote right, and I want to destroy this remote because I'm not a fan of technology. So I'm like, when he mailed it to me, I was like, man, Oh, Crippler didn't right. You didn't see me the right plug, so I went and bought the plug. But that's cool.
Oh, which plug was it? The HDMI or the
the ACM? No, the plug for the power.
Oh, the
you
power.
Sent me the wrong, you sent me the wrong plug.
That's probably from a PlayStation 5.
But
no, it was just a bunch.
Yeah, but I already bought a new plug. But then I was looking at the remote and I said, what is this bull? I said, what is this crap, man? So all of a sudden I'm seeing it move and I'm like, I ain't even do nothing. But you just take your finger and I'm like, yeah, man.
Oh, we should have hopped on a tutorial. I didn't know that you never messed with it.
Yeah.
Apple TV.
So what's up, Crippler? You just got technology laying around there?
I update a lot, and usually when I update, I don't sell. Like I said, I just have shit around, and it's in a drawer, right? It was like Apple 4K, like so. The new generation came out. I bought the new generation for that reason, and that happens. And I usually just be like, my brother, my daughter,
with Crippler,
whatever.
Man, because I could tell for you, Critical Mass, aka Deathstroke. That mic is going to be yours eventually, probably.
Yeah, he ain't lying.
He can mail it. He'll mail it to you because because when he gave me my Apple TV, the shit looked brand new, spanking new. I was like, yo, he had the ribbon still wrapped around it. I said, oh shit. At first I didn't think I was going to be able to use it, but because I don't like, I got to go on my den for my other shit. So I was like, nah. I said I'm watching Star Wars. Oh, this
on the TV now. Because you was telling me you was watching it on the phone. I'm like, nah.
No, I was watching it on my computer. And I was
on your computer,
but when I got the Apple TV, now I watch Star Wars anytime I want.
Oh, yeah, so actually.
No, it's nice, though, too, right? Being able to just the interface and stuff.
Did you give them that for free?
Yeah.
I'm the president, goddammit. What you talking about?
President, did you pay for shipping?
Nah. Yo, was
whoa, Crippler. Do not answer any questions. Mute his mic. Mute his mic, please.
Crippler, now's the time for the muting. Turn on him.
Free.
It's a coup.
Asking questions of free shipping. Who is this guy? Shane.
He's like, get
you
him
didn't pay for shipping, did you? You cheap son of a bitch.
What matters to me is that dude is. My boy is happy. He watches shit Star Wars that he loves on his TV.
I got Apple TV on all my TVs. Shame, motherfucker.
Oh, is that his new name? Shame.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yo, mute that up. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
Is that his new name?
Nah.
The filter is off. The president.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
No match tonight, right?
No, but now that you're here, we could probably this is Art's show, but if he wants, we could announce the season 3 combatants.
You mean season 2? We on season 2.
No, bro. Season 3. So the first one was when Fatal and Sick was in it. The second was with the Dildo King. We're about to announce season 3, son.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Jerry won you won the second one. Fatal and Sick won the first one.
I tell you now, if you introduce season 3, it's going to be Art's all-time most viewed video right now in time. It's going to break records.
Season 3. I'm excited for season 3. But yeah, no. Other than that, man, Sideshow is killing shit. Really enjoyed the insightfulness of. I don't know if I was telling them this earlier or backstage, but the Alex in it, like, it's very interesting because without spoiling it too much, you have two people who got prototype pieces from XM and had two completely different experience with it.
Oh, I'm past the prototype part. Right?
Yeah,
and I already knew, like, I follow Rad Titan, so I already knew Alex wasn't happy with the whole prototype shit.
So it's very insightful to learn how that process goes and how that works. So that's definitely good stuff there. But how is it meeting somebody that you probably watched for a while? You met him earlier than that, though, right? Art?
Yeah. I met him like about almost 2 years ago when I first started collecting. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that how long you've been collecting art? 2 years?
Yeah, about 2 years and maybe 3 months or so.
Fuck, and look at that collection. That's unreal.
Yeah, I remember when
catching up
he
to
first
me.
started, he had it all in his apartment. He had it all in his apartment. I mean,
I still have like about maybe 45 pieces over there. Yeah.
It was one of the most elegant samurai collections I've seen, and I like that. I know people don't like when you put them in sort of cubes and stuff,
In a
but
slot,
I absolutely loved it. I like how it was.
But you know what though? That's the way I was telling you about the maestro. If you can have it the way his shelving is, and you have the light underneath it, it's pretty cool and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
I gotta figure it out. There's a way for me to figure it out.
I told you, we got this. The different levels of we got it.
Use verticality.
Yes.
What Diaz mentioned, Edwin Diaz mentioned that what Barber did to them, they put a hole in the wall and just built it and extended it.
Yeah, so I got that.
It's a built-in. It looks like it's part of the house.
And I think that's probably the route that is the most doable with Maestro. Is if I remove the 2 doors in the closet and like frame it out like it is just straight up a Maestro display, so that it doesn't make sure it never looked like a closet. If I could do it that way, because then the depth will be in where the closet is, and I'll be able to stick it out.
What if you got rid of your TV? Hear me out for a second. Get rid of your TV. No. No. You're going to have a TV, but just
I'm listening.
Get rid of that TV. You put Maestro right there on a nice table or whatever you want to put them on, and then you get an overhead projector connected to the wall. And when you want to watch TV, it comes down and covers Maestro. But when you're not watching TV, it's rescinded up into the wall.
That would be creative if I didn't have a theater and I can't really game on a projector because like the input lag is trash on a projector. And this is my main gaming room, which is gaming is my first. Completely. Yeah. So gaming is my first.
I game, so I get it.
Yeah. So so like that's what.
So the refresh rate's not the same on a projector as it is on a. Screen.
So the room you're in Crippler, is there a closet in that room?
You saying I'm in the closet? What kind of question is that critical?
Is there Crippler
coming out of the closet?
Way out of the closet.
On Art Statue Collector, I have an announcement. Critical put me on blast, and he's making me do it. Maestro is coming out the closet, man.
No, I said, is there a closet in that room?
I heard you. I'm just kidding. Yes, there's double doors and everything.
Then that's Maestro's spot.
And I'll be able to just glance and be like, yo, what up, Maestro?
Then you got the spot. All you need to do is take the doors off.
And I don't need anything that's in that closet right now.
Exactly. Problem solved. Now just buy it tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna talk distributors after the show. I think that's good. That's the one piece. That's the one piece that I think I will just fucking figure it out. Just get it and figure it. That is the one piece that I would
just know that you're just gonna need the room, but that is gonna be because you can rotate it. Are you just getting the standalone, or are you getting the relics around it?
I'm getting everything because even if I can't get it, then I will never do this. But I will find something to put those proximity pieces.
Well, just know that if and one day if you decide to sell it, that is going to be a local pickup.
Only.
Lucky, yeah. And I know we talk about this a lot. Lucky, like I will never have plans on selling it unless like, oh man, dude, I come in such hard times and then all my savings is gone and then all my 401k is gone and then it will have to come to a very, very, there's a lot that needs to happen for me to be able to just sell that piece because
it's just not going to happen overnight.
Or something happens to me and my wife is like, she give it away at that point. She ain't going to know the value. Just get this big hunk of shit out the house.
This polished
she actually trying to make it work with me. She loves that piece too. She's just like, nothing about Maestro, but she loves Iron Man. She was able to identify like all of the Easter eggs. She's like, oh, Silver Surfer's board, the Captain American shield, Juggernaut's helmet. Didn't know Maestro, but she knew. she knew.
But you know what's funny?
Doctor Strange's cape, Iron Man, War Machine, Carnage, all of that. She knew all of that shit.
I had no idea where I was going to put this Han Solo on Carbonite, but way before I had Boba Fett. I just said I'm getting it, and I'll figure it out later. You know what I'm saying? So I had no idea, but I found a spot to put it in, you know.
So
So
right there behind.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Rashid. Up until you got that piece, the room that you're in, there was nothing in there, right?
no, I was not. I kept some of the boxes storage, and I had the room was a different color, and I never had all these pictures. You know, this is a whole different room. You know, now I'm in this room all the time. You know what I'm saying? I come in here, check this room out and everything. You know, this is probably one of my favorite rooms other than my man cave. But, you know, if it's a piece that I like, I'm going to figure it out. I've even done back in the days, even if I didn't have room for it, I would take that piece out, you know, keep it out for like a month, take a pictures of it. And then I would just pack it up until, you know, that I knew I had that piece. Just the fact that I wanted to own that piece, you know. It's just how I am.
If you really love something, Crippler, you buy it and you make room for it. You don't worry about logistics.
And you know what, Shane? I never thought.
Which is not what I do at all. I don't do that.
That's the thing. Like if this happens, it'll be the first time I do that because I'm all about like making sure the room keeps its functionality and stuff too. So, but this is the piece that's been like I think I can figure it out. It's just I'm just gonna have to be a little more creative than just moving stuff around. It's gonna have to be a little more than that. I still think I could do it in a way where all my room keeps the functionality, but that's the thing. So if you see the speakers up top, I got speakers for Atmos all up top, so I can't move or shift the room without a whole new freaking arrangement of my audio system. My TV is mounted to the wall, so I can't. To do that, it'll take a big time. So if I could do it in a way where I don't have to reconfigure the room, and I think that area right there might be the way, then I'll do it. But like you guys said, it might be something that still get it, and because I do have room. If I can't do it, I still have room to place it where it's not going to be in the house on the floor. Like I have a big storage thing right in here that I could.
It sounds like you got options no matter what. So the first step is to get it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to knock a wall down.
It's going to sell out.
Yo, Shane, I never was like that. Like when I see people saying, and you know, respect to them, but when I see people say, "Oh, I wish I could that piece. I just don't have no room for it." I don't care. If it's a nice piece and I got to hold it in the attic, I'm going to at least keep it out for like a month or two until and if I don't have space, I used to just pack it up. I was talking about when I was living in a smaller house, I would just pack it up. And because I didn't even have a place to put my Millennium Falcon at the time, but I know I was gonna let that piece go. You know, me being a Star Wars
piece
fan.
Is 350 pounds.
It
ain't pack it up.
Who makes that Millennium Falcon, Rashid?
The one I have is, you know, Master Replica.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, and I did see. I don't know how true it is, but somebody posted that they was coming back. You know, because
I actually saw that too. Interesting.
Right. And you want to know why they doing that? Because when they see all these custom making
NYC
money,
and,
right? They see
model.
NYC because right now NYC is cornering the market of Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
they got it on lock, and the money's gonna flow through there. And when they see that, they're like, hold up, somebody, somebody's making these statues, and we should be making this money. Let's go back.
That's our money.
Back.
That's
Exactly.
Our money.
Exactly.
I hear what you're saying, Rashid, but I can't do that. If I buy a piece, I have to know where it's going. I have to know I have room for it.
Right.
Or you need to know that there's an option.
I got everything organized and well laid out and segregated. I can't just buy a piece and say I'll figure it out because I already have everything figured out up here. So I know what pieces I need to buy.
Yeah, but it's just that I've always wanted like a lifestyle Han Solo Carbonite for years. And at the time, before Sideshow came out, it was always elusive concept. And then when Sideshow finally had it, you know, I didn't have any room for it. But I said I'll order it, put it up for like a month, let it sit there, take lots of pictures, and then I'll put it in storage if I have to. But I have to own that Star Wars piece.
And none of those things are wrong.
I love that piece.
And none of those ways are wrong, right? It's just like Shane's way is dope, and Rashid's way it's dope, and I love that people could come to the conclusion, like the result that works best for them. I'm in that hybrid space right now, is where I'm with Shane usually, but I found the piece that I'm like, fuck, can I make it work? And I just need to convince myself there's options. If I feel like there's not zero way for me to display it, I'm not gonna get it regardless. But if I think there is a way, then I could go to the dark side, the Rashid side, and be like, yo, I'm gonna grab it. I know I can figure it out. It might take some time, but I want to secure it. I could see myself doing that.
I mean, how many rooms you got, Crippler, if you mind me asking? Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Something.
like 6 bedrooms, but they're all like my daughters. They're not. I have, for me personally, I have 2 rooms that I got. 1 room that it's already a theater, so that's I'm gonna work on that room with collecting in mind after I'm done with the game room here. And then when I do that, that's where it could be like I might entertain movie pieces and stuff like that there, depending on what theme. But that's so far out that I don't know what I'm doing with right now. And then there's this room. Every other room is just sort of like, I personally don't want to go into any other room. I like my room to be special when I go into it. Of like, this is
me too.
This is that room, and then everything else is normal. But to each their own. But yeah, I don't want to come in and then see. I want to have different areas of the house, like sunroom, this room. And then when I come in here, I'm like, yes, this is my game room. I have the things I love in it. And then I can leave it. But the theater room is also another room that I love to go in. But it doesn't have anything in it right now. It's got a couple of pieces, but they're mostly because I need a place for them. But when I built that, it was like there was no personality in it. It's awesome because it has the rows and everything like that. But I have none of these pieces. And when I started collecting, I end up being in this room a lot more. So then I end up getting speakers for this room and stuff because I just wanted to be in here because I had my X-Men, my Avengers, and all of that stuff in there.
And 6 months later, Crippler is gonna say, "I'm about to move into a new house."
Oh, in Thailand. Thank you, Art, for helping me find this land.
Look.
I work from home anyway, baby. I could go to Thailand.
Let's keep it real. I guarantee you, anybody looking for a new place to live, if they're upgrading bigger, they're thinking about where can I put my statues at? Where can I find a man cave?
Now, I'll be looking statue room first.
Yeah, exactly. When I see any kind of like interior design properties, I always look, man, that would be great for my gallery as well inside the house or whatever.
Yeah.
No,
you know what? That's what made my girl was looking for this house. That was my priority. I said I need a man cave. Because we were living in one
and a torture room
apartment.
Anybody that thinks about a gallery, do you like art? Do you ever wonder, like, we see your gallery, but what we don't see, and I don't know if that happens, is you allowing a lot of people to visit your gallery, unless it's just like certain people. Because if it's a gallery,
no,
I'm worried about people, the wrong people coming in with their kids. You know,
dude, I don't let kids come in here. Unless they are a kid of my friend that I know that they're going to be taking care of them and just kind of like holding them, not letting them just walk around,
Right.
And it's also with the customer. Like usually there are like older customer that's in that 40 to 60 that's actually asked me if they can come in and take a look.
Right.
And then I have a lot of people that are friend with me on Facebook hit me up that they're saying they're going to be in Thailand whenever. Can I come? I'm like, yeah, sure, you can.
Now, do you worry about, because you, as looking behind you can see your windows are see-through. I'm guessing people could see. Do you wonder with security and everything? Do you wonder, do people just like looking?
No, they can't. They can't come in, man, because I locked it every time I'm not here.
Oh, Rashid is just like, okay. And now, can you tell me, is there access through the roof or a chimney of any sort? Do you happen to have an underground passage? Because do you happen to have an underground passage that leads into and over to the gallery?
Yeah, because you know what's funny? I was working, right? And I told one of my boys that retired. He was like, I had showed him the picture of the Boba Fett, and he was like, "Yo, man, you got yourself locked up?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." I got motion detected and everything, but it's just like, don't even think about it, But
Rashid was like, "Okay, guys, I got the plan. There's 2 guards on the left side. Their routine and their paths are through here and they go right. That's your
No,
opportunity.
you know what?
Once you're through there, you go underground. You go to underground. You come
No, seriously, because I remember once on the chat in Facebook, but this person had comic books, and somebody went to their storage unit and cut the hole like a slot so they could press down the door and grab whatever they could. They didn't cut the whole thing, but they cut through the and they stole their comic books and stuff like that. But you know, I don't know which storage unit it is because luckily my storage unit has cameras when you first come off the elevator and they see, you know, and I always check my storage unit, you know what I'm saying, for like just in case, you never know.
Yo, you just remind me of something. You know Ultimate Comics, right? You was telling me about that. There's
Yes,
one
yes.
right here on Capitol Boulevard.
I know you're talking
and
about.
Black Panther, you know, this was before Chadwick died or whatever, and I was on the fence about getting a Black Panther hot toy, and I knew they had one, right? And then I was like, all right, fine, I'm gonna get it. I'll get it. I go down and I'm like, I'm here to pick up the Black Panther. It was like, oh yeah, no, we got robbed. They took all of the hot toys. This is the only stuff we got left. And I was just like, oh no.
Oh, they broke into their store?
Yeah, they broke into their store and took like all of this stuff. They usually have it like if you look up, all up there. They literally had like they had a Boba Fett, no lie. Come to think of it, the only thing they didn't take was the Boba Fett sideshow piece. It wasn't even a hot toy. It was just the sideshow one. And Boba was there alone. It was like, yo, no, leave that shit.
The show
was fucked up.
Oh, man. Stop dissing Boba Fett.
Boba gets no respect.
They couldn't even.
Yo, hold on. Which
not
Boba
even
Fett?
for free.
It was a sideshow. It was a sideshow. It was just a sideshow. Whatever the last sideshow Boba Fett hot toy they put out. So it wasn't a hot toy because you know the sideshow has their own version of a 1/6 scale. So it was one of those. It had a jetpack. Like it was a Boba. But for some reason, they decided to take some C-list characters from Marvel and everything else on the shelf. And the only thing that was there was Boba Fett. Next time you're in town, we're going to go over there because I know the manager lady there. We can be like, yo, tell them about the time y'all got robbed.
Yo,
like,
listen.
there was only a Boba Fett left.
Nah, let me tell you something. I'm not going to ask them anything, man. You know, I don't want them thinking. Well, how does he know we got robbed? You know?
They told me I went to buy a Black Panther. Gone. Surely
and,
gone.
And Crippler, why you gonna bring that bad memory up to them? They trying to forget that shit.
I know, right? Well, hopefully they learn from it in security.
How did they get robbed? Did they go through the roof? Because
they didn't.
A lot of times,
they're gonna tell me this is exactly what happened. Oh no.
A lot of times when they go to the stores, they go on top of the roof and they go through from the roof and stuff like that. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
really?
I don't know how
Easy
they did it.
access.
All I was just sort of like, yo,
you know,
and then it may look suspicious that
right. They have certain access because certain, if you have a gate, I'm not gonna go through the gate. What I'm gonna do? Take a chainsaw and make all that noise? No. So it gotta be the roof because that's what happened to a comic book store. They went through the roof.
I was talking to. I think it was an inside job. I think it was somebody who.
Yeah.
Oh,
if I had to guess, because their windows wasn't broken, you know what I mean. And it's if you go there, they like burger shops, and all of them have their same like they. I'm pretty sure they got security. You got to know where all of the cameras are if you work there. Like people who don't work there is not gonna know that shit. So and if they don't know who it is, if it was me, I'm firing the whole staff. I'm just
but you know what though?
rehiring everybody.
That's why I don't just let anybody. That's why I remember I want to have fight parties and this and that, but I just don't want certain a lot of people in my house. You know what I'm saying? Because of things. Because I remember my homegirl and her husband. They always throw parties, and their house is always packed up. But one day, eventually, it's always a piece of shit. Somebody stole a gift card from out of their bedroom, and they stole it, and then they stopped having parties. They eventually started having parties again, but it's always somebody who you think either that's that person or they brought somebody with them. Yeah. And when people would do that and bring other people with them, I'd be like, I remember one time I was getting some work done. And I didn't mean to be disrespectful, but I told the guy, I said, listen, you doing the work, right? I said, the guy can't come in because me and you made a deal. I don't know this guy from a hole in the wall.
Yeah,
So,
and you just
damn,
want to
Nielsen.
like. That's why it's the people that you least expect too.
Hold
like
on.
Art, you think
Look
I
at
would trust Art in my house? Look at that dude. That fool look like he will take. He's the one that's gonna be taking everything. He was just not because he
I
need
would
it.
trust Art
No,
because I'll be
no,
like,
Art be like, yo, he'll take this. He's just because it looks. He's like, oh, boom. I don't know why.
Yo. You're safe if all you got is sideshow.
Pop.
Now listen, Art. What is it
Yo.
about Sideshow? What is it about Sideshow that you do not like? Because Sideshow has made
Yo, he likes
before,
Iron Man though.
No, but hold
Nah,
on.
nah, nah.
Before those companies had that what Art has, Sideshow, you got to give Sideshow his props from
Right.
even making life-size stuff to making.
Dude, I don't know much about sideshow before, but I've seen that statue before I started collecting, right? But I was just, it wasn't, I don't know.
It never made
Good
you
enough for
become a
me.
collector.
I'm not like I'm not interested in them when I saw them. You know, I
What
got
made- what-
interested when I see XM Studio stuff.
There you
That's
go.
when I got interested.
Oh, but then you know what it is? When you got into collecting, XM was out and Prime One.
Yeah, it was out
back
for
then.
like It was
Yeah,
out for like a
because-
couple of years already.
Just
But
imagine,
I'm-
Art, all those pieces that you have, those companies did not exist. When
Right.
this is when Sideshow was running things. Like,
Yeah.
they was running things. Like
They were the
anything.
only big
They still
game
do.
Yeah, right. It was.
game
if
is
it
Yeah,
was
don't
Star
get it
Wars-
twisted. Not
it was-
a lot of people buying XM shit in America. Like it took me so long before I got my XM pieces because you don't know where you could get them. You just see think about the new people. They'll see a Gem Mint or a Gem Mint review, and this is when he used to do a lot of XM. And then once he says like this one is gonna cost more shipping, and you can't get it from here, and you have to reach out to Facebook. I'm out. Like that's how I was. I was like, I would like an XM
Nah,
piece.
that makes people want it more though. Like
No,
when I
no,
wanted,
not a casual person who's like don't know like
Oh.
Facebook people or
No, but
distributors.
collectors though,
they'll go
when
to like the
XM
site
first came
shop,
out with that
Mhm.
Magneto. That
Yeah.
Magneto was so sought out with him
Mhm.
sitting on the Sentinel that everybody wanted. It was hard getting an XM piece. So if you caught an XM piece,
Yeah.
and XM was actually at that time, everybody was like, "Yo, XM's the new thing. XM's the new thing." It was good if you was lucky just to get an XM piece.
No, I agree with that for people who already knew where to look and go. But like when you don't know where to go, like think
Right.
about it. They asking you to trust. This was before even the distributors.
Oh,
were
right.
set
You're
up.
right. You're right.
They
to
were like,
trust
you got to go
somebody-
to this dude
Yeah.
on Facebook
Right,
and then
right,
reach
right,
out to him and give him
Yeah,
money
yeah.
and use friends. And I heard like you lost me, like, and that's why I didn't get into
Nah,
XM
you're
when I
right.
was
You're right, Crippler.
back
'cause
here.
I
But, yeah.
remember that. You have
I
to.
was like,
You
yeah.
got to send somebody $1,000 or $1,000 or something just so that, and then they supposed to mail.
Yeah.
And you don't know if this person may
Yeah.
may con you and take your
Yeah.
stuff. You know.
And
Thank
I
God
didn't care
those-
what YouTube person was saying about, hey, go reach out to this dude on Facebook or join this group. I didn't even know what a Facebook group was. I wasn't trying to mess with none of y'all motherfuckers at that time. And
Well-
then it was until recently when I was like, I got in, like started messing with Casual and Cash and all of these guys, and then was like, oh no, you can do this, and you can, and that's when I got my first pieces from a distributor. But before that, dude, I was just like, no. But I'm sorry.
I got something to say. First
Go
of all, Raid, you need to get better fucking friends. My friends touch my statues, they wouldn't be coming back to my fucking house.
Yeah. Pick
Second,
shit up.
Art, we've done a few shows together, and I've heard you talk. I love you. You're really humble, and you always talk. Oh no, my gallery's not that big. It looks bigger, and I'm like, bullshit. Fuck, it's huge.
not,
And you're like, no.
man.
And then when you're talking to Alex, and someone mentioned it, and you're like, no, it's really not that big. And Alex, he's like, great. And he looks around and he gives you that. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, I knew it.
No.
I fucking knew it.
No.
Everybody's face when they look around.
Yeah,
Ari's like,
everybody.
what the fuck
Like,
is
oh,
he
it's only
talking
30
Yo,
feet by 20
It
feet.
must be
by
the house in
89.
London.
Fucking
Because I know in the States, it's a lot bigger than this. I'm telling
Pretty
you.
I
Dude,
don't know how
you-
big your
you know how
bathrooms are
big,
in
like-
Thailand, but if you think that's small, holy fuck.
Dude.
Everyone's
That's-
looking around.
You
Everyone
literally
did a
built building
collective.
to house your statues.
When you said that shit, Art, and Alex had that
What's up,
reaction, everybody collectively around the world that was watching it live had that same reaction. They were just
everybody.
sort of like,
Everyone always
Like, it's not that big. It's only 3,000 square feet.
It's the camera. It's
Yeah,
an illusion.
that's like a porn star, you know, saying, "Oh shit, your dick is it's not that big." Just like a fist.
they be like, "Hey, baby, yeah, no."
Shit.
Yeah, that's like your girlfriend trying to give you a compliment, but it's like, no, it's not that big. Your ex-boyfriend's was probably bigger in Queens, right? It was like, no, just take the compliment.
Oh shit.
Hey, you got a super chat.
Ooh.
Lane, what's up? Thank you.
Money.
Anyone in the panel getting JND Mirror? You know I am.
If Daniel sends me one, definitely. I'm trying to reach out to him, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Shit. But yeah, I have it on pre-order day one, and I think it is going to be one of the best piece by JND so far.
I do. Like, if I like the character at all, I do think that's one of JND's best
Man,
ones.
fuck J&D.
Hey, that's why you get him though, Rashid, for that action alone. What are your plans? Like, all right, so Art.
To be honest, though, you got to see it in person.
Fuck, I keep hearing this
you know,
from you.
You know what it is, Art? No, and I'm just joking. But I'm just not a fan of those movie pieces like that. Now, if J&D did a Blade, Wesley Snipes,
of course,
maybe I'll be like, oh, but so far, and what I've seen, I'm just not impressed. But you know, not taking for anybody who likes J&D, but I'm just not impressed with J&D. I think that
even if the likeness was on, would you be interested in a 1/3 scale silicone Wesley Snipes Blade museum pose?
Remember, it has no breast.
Is that something that would interest you?
Silicone is wasted on a man, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably would pass on. I'm talking shit, but I probably would pass on it because I'm glad that PCS is making their blade and it's sculpted, so I don't have to. My thing is, Shane, I don't have to worry about no weather issues because in my basement,
I agree.
Of course, my heating system is downstairs, you know, so I don't have to worry about the silicone sweating, any of that. Yeah. I'd rather sculpt it. You cannot go wrong with sculpted. I just don't prefer.
I mean,
with J&D. Oh, go ahead, Shane.
Go ahead, Crippler.
No, like for me, like it all depends. Like in this room, I'm all like it's comic book, so that's what I'm getting. But like I said, when I do the other room, I could easily see me looking at if I want a more like museum, like sort of like an elegant style of display where I want it to be a little more like this actor or this character that I want lined up perfectly museum style. I could see myself looking into J&D, comparing it to Infinity, comparing it to Queen, and then sort of doing that calculus between them. I won't be really looking at comics, but for me, like I don't like how comics mix with J&D, so that's why I don't. And I'm currently prioritizing comic, but I could see it if I was doing something completely different where I want some of my favorite movies, some of my favorite people who portray some of these characters. I could do that. But then you get into the quality difference of just the ones I'm talking about. Like you're gonna go up against Infinity for my money and J&D, right? And Queen Studios. And I haven't looked into it deep enough. I just know Infinity Studios impress me almost every time I see it. So like that's probably where I lean. And Queen has some really nice stuff. And I haven't seen characters that I jive with done by J&D yet, so like I really don't have a say into it until I see something that I
agree
like
with you. I agree with you there. I haven't seen characters. Maybe that's why I haven't seen like Mera. I wasn't impressed with her. Like I wouldn't get a Mera statue. I wouldn't get, you know, even the having Henry Cavill. I think Henry Cavill is nice, but I haven't seen J&D do characters that because I'm more comic book, you know. So I haven't seen them do, you know, maybe if they touched on the Star Wars, maybe, you know, maybe they did like Star Wars and stuff like that.
Harrison Ford or Leia, and then
then
Leia, you can judge because you know it's something you love.
You know, a Crippler, if they did like a slave Leia,
right.
Then I think then you probably would have my attention. You know what I'm saying? They did like a nice slave Leia. If J&D did a nice, maybe a Jabba the Hutt with slave Leia, that would take it over the top.
I'm at
but what's gonna happen is. what we hope won't happen is that the likeness is close but not there, and then they say there's no Star Wars fans. Then what you gonna do, right? Hey, where's my Star? We thought you know what we didn't realize? That DC has way more fans than Star Wars.
Here we go again, man.
What are you gonna say about that?
Daniel.
What are you gonna do about that, Daniel? What are you gonna do about that, Daniel?
You're gonna be just like that. It's just be like, what the fuck?
Are you gonna
Where
say
are all
that
the
too?
Star Wars fans?
Are
I
you
go
gonna say
out
that
and
too,
make
Daniel?
this,
Are you gonna
and
say
y'all
that
don't
too,
step
Daniel?
up, and y'all not buying it. Fuck the Star Wars community. I'm making DC for life. Daniel in the building.
Sriracha eating fuck that guy is.
Oh man.
You got your Daniel glasses, Crippler?
No, man, if I had him around, dude, yeah, because that's exactly what would happen. It's just like, no.
You know what?
I can be
Queen
Daniel
Studio.
right now. What?
There you
You know
go.
what? If Queens,
What?
if
J and D for life, mofo. Buy my shit. Buy my
Infinity
shit.
Studios did
Buy my shit.
a layer with the arms and stuff like that, that would
Yeah.
be incredible. Now
Yeah.
that a mirror bus,
Yeah.
because that movie to me was okay. I wasn't impressed with Aquaman anyway. But if you did Slave Leia by Queen Infinity, now you're taking it up a notch.
You know, honestly, yeah, I think once they do a character that I'm like, yo, I love that character. I would love to see J&D's take on that character, because then I think I could have a better informed. Because anything that come up my mouth regarding J&D, take with a grain of salt, a bucket of salt, because I've never seen one in person. I don't know what they look like in person, and they're characters that I just don't jive with. So anything I'm saying is just for laughs and fun. I don't know. But nothing I've seen made me want to buy one. Whereas Infinity War, Infinity Studios Queen, there's stuff that they make, and it could be character. It might not even be a quality thing. It's just like like that Christian Bale that they did. Like, shit, that ain't even my Batman, but I would buy that thing if it was, because that thing looks dope as hell, right? It's no question in the quality.
Even Alex, when he saw the J&D, he agrees with me. It's like, it looks really good.
Yeah.
In person, it looks really.
But would
really
he buy
good.
it?
I have no doubt.
No, he won't buy it because.
But he committed to it
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
But
that's an important point you mentioned right there too. Is just, and also when you spending that type of money, you're gonna be competing with some of the best shit out there from any type of material, right? From any type, you could pretty much get anything you want, and then you got to look at this statue and see what you get versus anything, whatever bus you get, and whatever comic piece you get, and whatever. And I think that's where the disconnect comes in.
And for me personally, I haven't seen anything from J&D that comes even close to justifying their price point.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
for
know
me
that,
personally,
that's a
for
big
me
part
too.
of me talking with J&D, the price not fitting the quality to me.
Yeah.
You know, because
we were
I've
talking
seen,
$1,200, $1,400, 15 tops.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
but when we're talking 3,000, 3,500 for their platinum,
Yeah.
Right.
that's Maestro.
Right.
Exactly, because then when you see, like, if you see art do like the Patterson one, and you be like, oh yeah, that looks dope, until you see the price and you're like,
It looks dope.
Shane,
once you had that price
Shane,
point,
look at the Hulkbuster that Art had, the Queen Studio. Now that money, you know, you talk about a J&D compared to that. I want the Hulkbuster. To me, if somebody came in my house and they saw the J&D and the Hulkbuster, the Hulkbuster is going to get the attention.
Of course,
not the J&D.
What, 3,200 retail?
Yeah, but don't compare it like that though. I mean, like, some people might just want like elegance, museum-looking pieces. A
Absolutely,
smaller one to make it look better, right?
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
I agree.
That's true. But I'm just saying,
it all comes down to buy what you love.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, I want that collect, and like you said, you are right. Some people want that elegant, but you know,
That's right.
I always wanted that display where people see it and they like, oh, that look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I know people that will go to your gallery and you can have a J&D right there. They'll be like, oh, that's cool, but they see the Hulkbuster, or they see the LSB Hulk, and they go into that Hulk immediately. immediately.
I think there's one that gets that same reaction. The R one, when people come in, they see it, they be like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" It's a different content, like it's a different inflection, but it's still the same thing. Like Hulkbuster's like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" Erwin is like, "What the fuck is that?" It's just a little different.
And where can I get it?
It's like, yo, what is that?
And
on top of the price point and all that stuff, like I said, I don't collect movie. I don't do the 1/3, the mixed media, and that's fine. That's just my personal thing. I just don't. I don't know, J&D. It's just so much money for what you get, and I find the statues kind of boring looking. I don't like that style. It doesn't suit me. I appreciate why other people get it. Everyone's got their different, what they like. It just doesn't suit my style. I find their pieces boring.
Yeah,
their pieces don't tell a story.
It doesn't wow.
An XM does or a Prime 1 does.
Right. And I can see people really liking their bases because they're like the same. But there's no spark. There's no life in their bases.
I want my statue to tell a story when I look at it.
Yeah. You know what their bases talk to me as? Their bases seem for me as like Blitzway or Hot Toys base. That's how simple it is.
Like you get to stand on them and everything is the same, so you can 100%. You nailed it with that because it's sort of like it's all consistent, but the consistency I think hurts it in this case because individually it'll look plain, and when you line them up, it might look uniformed, but then there's no special sauce to make it be like
look at Maestro. Look at Maestro sitting in the Sentinel head, and it rotates. You know what I'm saying?
Creative. You
that
can't fit it, but yes.
and it looks, and you know what that piece looks? That piece looks so destructive. Like he's just, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you rotate, and you see a broken Sentinel head, and he's sitting there. Yeah. That looks gangster.
Oh my God, y'all gonna make me look at Lane's question.
Look at the story that piece tells. When you look at it, it tells its own story, like it does. Right. When you look at J&D, I don't know. It doesn't matter which one. Any piece. Again, I'm not getting into the likeness or that. That's subjective, whatever. But it doesn't tell a story.
Right.
To me, it doesn't. It's just a person standing there.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to. Question though.
No, and that's fair. And some people don't give a fuck about stories, and that's fair. Yeah. I do.
He says, "Well, what comic character right now would you like to see most done by XM or Queen Studio, whether movie based or comic?" I could give you two.
I think Queen only does movies. I'd be interested to see what they could do for comic. No.
Yeah. XM Bishop. It's XM. I want XM to do Bishop so bad because I think they could kill it.
Yeah. Should have been done a long time ago.
I know.
Yes,
I think they
could
long time ago.
Well, now that
movie?
when they rush out that Mr. Sinister, I think with Bishop XM, take your time because that's Sinister. You guys, that Sinister, you can just melt that thing down. Melt it down.
Yeah, but they think it's great.
Yeah, they think so.
Well,
for Jane,
they got the Daniel on that. They're like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You don't like it?
What'd you say, Art?
No. When I was having a chat with Alex, he was basically saying that Marvel kind of just the way it works, like if you want to do something and Marvel want to push another thing, so they said if you want this license, you have to take this one with you and make it as well.
Yeah, because all right. I mean, all right. That, you know what? I understand it, but it's like Marvel, I guess, is trying to push that type of Sinister. Yeah, and we know Sinister as a whole different Sinister, and that's not it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but the thing is, Sinister, Sinister right now, early on in the dawn of X, it was crazy. Right now, it's all about Sinister. What he's doing right now in the X-Men, his current run, is freaking. I think it's actually pretty good. But the thing is, they picked panels that were like. It was literally like one panel out of the whole freaking series that they.
Yo, Crippler, when you when you see Sinister now and Sinister when he was introduced to the X-Men, he was gangster like Apocalypse. Except he was in the X-Men book and Apocalypse was in X Factor. Now, the Sinister so back gangster,
then, he was running things right
He
now.
told all of them, even Sabretooth. He hemmed up Remember, he hemmed up Sabretooth. And he was like, don't fail me now. Now, this Sinister is kind of, they made him like the evolutionary. He's like a joke. You know what I'm saying? He's making a bunch of clones of himself, and he's
Yeah.
acting stupid. So that's not the Sinister that we know. That's why. That's not.
No.
Yeah, the Sinister that we remember. He was ruthless. You know?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. And
now-
how you
now
described
he's
them
Boba Fett.
earlier on X, Dawn of X and stuff, I agree with that too. Like my boy just was like, he was like, "Yo, read this run. Start from here and forget all of that stuff." Because I wasn't able to finish their last one. He just said, "Start from here. Look how they doing the boy Sinister." And I read it. I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna send you the link to it," and because it's sort of like it goes back to when he was like straight gangster when. He's pretty much running stuff right now, but it got too convoluted before he was able to get to this part. I'm enjoying it. Do I like it better than when he was like Marilla Pryor and all of that stuff and the Age of Apocalypse and Key and all of that stuff? No, that's top tier.
Because he wasn't
Sinister.
funny. He wasn't smiley.
No,
he wasn't smiley
Yeah.
Sinister unless he was really getting over on you. But he was more like, I'm going to take some cells from you, clone you, and I'm trying to rule the world. I'm trying to say 10 steps ahead of you and run this. The Sinister they have now, he's just going around he's actually just experimenting and doing stupid shit.
Yeah,
he's not.
Like
he's
when
not
you said the 10
Sinister
steps ahead, that's how he's like. Because right now, because he's never
I
been
want
like
Marauder.
bronze,
I want
right?
Marauder's Sinister, not this Sinister.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no, Marauder Sinister is legit for real. But yeah, no.
Jonas asked a question. He goes,
What up,
"Does
Jonas
anyone feel
Brothers?
like version B of Maestro will be sold out before the end of the year?" I say yes.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so because
If it
Once
does,
that
then
shit
that
starts
would
coming
be
in
like,
hand-
yes, that anxiety will leave. Because I'll be like, I can't get it
Once
anymore.
I don't think people like realize how big and heavy it is.
Yeah.
So once they start seeing the review, they might think to themselves like, "Man, there's no way. Where am I going to put all these boxes and or like where to display it?" The guy, you know.
Yo,
and you know what a lot of people are going to be doing? They're going to wait till somebody orders it, and then so they can beat the shipping. Then they'll say either local pickup, so they don't have to pay what you pay. So basically, it's like a lot of times people just wait for other people to get the piece, and then I beat you to the punch. I get over because you paid for ship for it come, but I'm not trying to pay. And then you're trying to unload the piece, so now I'll take it off your hands. You know. So
that is the first piece that I'm gonna be like, "Hey, yo, Art, if you got an unboxing, I'm available."
Yeah, for sure.
If you're doing Maestro, I will be available. If I'm working,
that's
I'm
one
taking the
special
day
piece. I
off.
can't wait to see that.
yeah, but when is that? Anybody know when that piece is going to be available? Like,
Yeah, it should start shipping next month or so.
Oh, okay, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's
I'll do a live unboxing for sure for that guy.
That one. I hope
I
you
want
have
you
the
guys to
army
see my
with you,
struggle.
dude. Yeah.
Yo,
I
Art, you
think
stole a
that-
lot of
you guys-
statues out of your gallery.
What's that?
You got rid of a lot of stuff out of your gallery.
Not that many. I got rid like maybe 5.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I need to get rid of more. Once more Prime 1 pieces start coming in, yeah, I need more space.
Yeah.
Any of you guys ever see the old Halimam Maestro on Throne?
No.
Unless
Wait,
somebody
is that
showed
the
it
one
to me,
where
I don't know
he's
the name.
the Holly on? Damn, I think because I seen a couple of custom. The last one I saw that Mr. X had was he was standing on top of all the relics of the heroes and stuff like that. It was very huge. Is that the base where he's stomping on the shield and it was a bunch of heroes that he was stomping on. Yeah, he was on top of. Mr. X had it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that piece, and obviously it's much older. It doesn't compare to the new XM, obviously, but I'm looking at it. I love it. I love that piece. So that's good enough for me because I'm a Maestro fan. I really like the storyline of Maestro.
Right.
But the XM, it's just too big. It takes up too much room.
Do you guys think we'll ever have a Maestro coming to the MCU?
I hope not. Because I like the
it's
book
gonna be
so much.
way.
I don't want Disney to
Buddy, I
touch
don't know
that.
what's going on with the fucking MCU.
Yo,
Like,
all right.
Did
Would
you see
The
Hulk
CC
son?
will be so bad.
Oh my goodness.
No, hold
Yo,
on.
just-
Hold on. What if it was a
we
what
gotta
if?
Hold on.
What if it
gotta
was a
hold on.
what if? What if the Hulk?
Oh
turned
yeah,
bad?
that would be
yeah,
cool.
that I could see. That would be
Yeah,
sick.
I can
If
see.
was
I can
awesome.
see a what if. What I
love
don't
Hulk.
want to see is like, look what they did to Scar, dude. Look what they did to
Oh,
Hulk's
man.
son. That dude came with a hairline farther back than mine. That had like a shirt on.
Why is Hulk getting smaller and smaller every time I see him?
Why does he
He's
barely
almost
look
man
big
size
to the
now.
kid, dude?
He's half the size of fucking Abomination.
They destroyed
you know what's crazy?
Scar
You would
in one
think that-
scene.
You would think that they would try to market.
He looks
Hulk.
sad too.
You would think they would try to market Hulk because he's a, he's supposed, he's a beast. Because so many people want Hulk statue. You have a lot of Hulk fans. I mean, me personally, if I was a Hulk fan, I would be upset the way they been like downgrading the Hulk, like looking so weak. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, especially a fan of a Hulk, wants to see Hulk weak like that. The
Hulk
way
is
they've
my
been doing it.
favorite superhero, and I'm disgusted.
Yo,
Right,
Hulk
so-
should always be such a threat that
Yeah.
the whole idea
should.
is like, how are we gonna deal with this thing in the moment? Because it makes
Right.
everybody have to like bring their A game. And even when he's like controlled and calm, you still got to
Exactly.
worry about like
And his
how
team is
he
concerned.
changes. Like it's not like if he's gonna change. If he changes as Bruce in his own will, he has more control. He can help out the Avengers. But that doesn't mean he's gonna always change in his own will, or like at his own will. It's like if he's getting hurt or somebody he loves is getting messed up and he hulks out, they got to
Cash.
figure out how do we calm this dude down again before he destroys half the city or like more. And like you lost all of that once you got into like Civil War, past Civil War, and all of that stuff. He just became like, and they did, and keep people were like, well, he's Smart Hulk. Even Smart Hulk was able to Hulk out when he wanted to and put some like like do something as the Hulk. Professor Hulk was still able to get down. They made it seem like, dude, this dude can't get it up or something.
You know, if you want to see a raging good animation movie, of course it's Hulk versus Wolverine.
Oh
The
yeah,
animation.
that's
yo.
off the
Yeah.
chain.
I had grown people give me. I remember when it first came out, and I had a couple people from my job, and these are grown people like, "Yo, watch this. This movie's bad." You know what I'm saying? And Wolverine and him was going at it. You know?
Yeah, I got that in my
Thor is
collection.
good too when he attacks Asgard.
Oh, see, I liked how they drew
Yeah.
him in the Wolverine versus Hulk more than the Asgard one. But,
Yeah, I prefer the Wolverine one too, but the Thor one I really enjoyed.
Oh, okay. And they need to start making Thor so looking downgraded. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure you got your Thor fans and they downgraded Thor to
Fucking
a
Thor.
joke. You know.
Yo,
Steaming pile of fucking dick. That's all that movie
Yo.
was.
imagine
Love and
one of your
Thunder.
favorite characters. Hulk fans ain't eating right now at Disney. Freaking Thor fans ain't eating right at Disney right now. Iron Man fans ain't
So
eating
look
right
at
because he dead.
Look at the Ant-Man movie. It didn't. I mean, they brought that was supposed to be Kang's introduction of
Yeah,
him
man.
being,
That was
Yo.
disappointing.
and a lot of people Ant-Man didn't. You don't hear nobody. I don't hear nobody talking about Ant-Man at all. I don't hear nobody talking about Kang.
As they shouldn't. Because that
No.
shit is
Just
straight-
not
mean,
worth
do-
to talk about. Really.
But what do you guys think about Kang in general as a villain of so forth?
Movie Kang or comic book Kang?
Yeah.
Either
comic
one.
was-
Comic
I love
Kang.
the comics.
Yeah.
I always respect, like, people don't give Kang enough, like, he's one of those dudes that, how do you mess with, like, the different variants, like, his time manipulation is key, and they're exploring it with the streams of the multiverse and stuff like that, but he literally could de-age you and age you, like, on the spot, and the fact that he couldn't do that, and that was nowhere to be seen in Ant-Man, like, he literally could have just turned all of them back into infants and game over. But no, he fights with the hands for some reason because the plot determined that he can't use those powers or whatever.
And just like Jose said, Kang already got his ass beat by Ant-Man.
By ants.
Yeah,
like
by
just straight up
by
ants.
Yeah. So
Thanos
which
would
is-
be worried about getting beat by ants or Ant-Man.
Yo.
Which is
Imagine how
impossible.
Thanos would have handled that situation. Like that's
But
the
dude-
problem.
Fucking
Right?
yeah, but is
You
Marvel
sweat it.
feeling it? I want to know, is Marvel feeling it from people not
Yeah. They are.
their poor,
you know
their poor,
they feeling
their poor sales because they're not doing Endgame and Infinity War numbers. I don't feel.
No, oh no, this was one of this movie right here It's funny because Love and Thunder made more money than this movie, and it didn't make crazy because it was people was like, it's still Thor, and I love Chris Hemsworth, and I like Ragnarok, so I'm gonna go see it. And they had to see for themselves.
Know how shit it was gonna be. They assumed it'd be good.
Exactly, and like literally, that was the first movie I didn't buy the steelbook of. I don't want it in my collection. It's just gonna be missing, like it never happened. And it was just sort of like done. Like, and I think people are starting to realize that, like, they already talk about they pushed back so many movies because they're trying to go quality versus quantity now, and that's just them saying, "Yo, they brought Bob Iger back so he can come back in and sort of like see what's going on here." And like I said, I think McFeely and those writers that did Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame, those writers were the key. They left after freaking Endgame. And it has never been the same. The only constant was those writers and the directing of the Russo brothers and who they decided to do the choreography. Because if you look at Civil War, that's when they started, like, they brought in the dudes that did John Wick to do that. That's why freaking Black Panther had impact on the shield, because it was not CGI. They had to learn these moves, and their stunt doubles need to learn these moves. Now it's all 100% CGI. Like, you go to the Black Panther movie and they flipping over in a Wakanda train station, don't know what's going on because it's all done. There's no impact. It's all just like paper cuts. It's so bad right now, and it sucks.
That movie
like
was a big disappointment too.
I loved MCU, dude, up to Phase 3, but now it's like I'm the opposite. I'm like they need this to burn fast.
I think the guy that played King did a good job, but like you said, I just think that you got a good villain, but he's not. I think he's like an Ultron villain that was like in the Age of Ultron. With I think that to get back to bring MCU really back, the threat always has to be there, and there's only if it's not threat, if you don't have Galactus threatening the planet, or it has to be like a Doctor Doom, because to me Galactus is the number one threat as to bring heroes back together to fight would be the number one key for me. Galactus.
And I think Kang could have. The problem what happened was Kang didn't, spoiler alert, Kang didn't freaking curb stomp Ant-Man to death. That would have been his, like, it's wrestling. You got to put him over. This is your new big bad. How do you put him over? Ant-Man died in the comics. That's how Stature became like the X-Men, because Ant-Man died. So like they had it all set up and ready to go. Like, and then the trailers, it made it seem like their relationship was strained, that only if he had more time, I'm going to do this because get that time back that I had with my daughter. The trailer had a better through line than the freaking movie did. And then when you get to it, you don't kill Ant-Man, who was like, people would have been like, oh, that's how you go out because this is Kang the Conqueror. And now every Avenger needs to look out. Instead, you got a bunch more Kangs being like, who's going to die next at the end of the movie? Oh, it's going to be me. It's going to be me. Stupidest shit I ever seen.
That was a big upset. Like when 1-2-3 Kid beat Razor Ramon. That's what that felt like. How did the 1-2-3 Kid
beat Razor Ramon?
I thought that was stupid. I thought that was stupid. That when I saw all those variants, I'm like, what are they doing, man?
Yeah.
Like,
and those are the ones that beat the Conqueror. That's why he was in the quantum realm. So he already lost, and they won. And then all of them looked like they didn't look dope to me. They just it was something out of like
silly.
It looked silly. It wasn't.
I told you guys that I started watching Love and Thunder, and I saw when Thor put his legs up to stop two bikers. And I said, when he did that, I was like, come on, you can't be serious, man.
No.
I knew that shit was coming when, the palace lasted and then it just crumbled. Like, I was like, what is this shit?
What about when he jumped on Stormbreaker and rode it like a witch's broom?
When the Hammers had a threesome.
I forgot about that.
When they were a love triangle.
Yeah, that's stupid, man. But I did like Jane Foster.
She was not the problem with the movie.
Yeah, I
disagree. I didn't like that at all.
No, I actually liked that because it kind of made the movie. It gave something serious about the movie when she had cancer. No. That's when I was like, wow, this is.
But that was the problem. How she got the powers, right? She goes, it calls, and it cuts away. you don't know nothing, you don't really see it, and then she has the powers. Like it was like, dude, the interesting part is like why and how she's going to be.
Well, that's what I didn't like about her. Like Natalie Portman's great, but I didn't like that, and I didn't like her hammer Mjolnir, the way it breaks up in pieces
and it comes back.
What is that shit? Get out of here.
No, Kesis. Let me see if I get this. No, I think that I see, but the thing is when they do it when there's no precedent set, it's like the same thing with The Last of Us. Like when it's like, you can't get mad at The Last of Us because you can't say it's woke. It happened way before that stuff ever happened. You can say it if you want. You can say whatever you want. But there's precedent in the comics for stature already, right? So like, you can't pick and choose and be selective of when you want to bring a woman in, right? Like if it happened in the comics, it happened in the comics.
Right.
But you're right. I do think people would have been like annoyed by it, but that was the one area where it was like, at least the comic book people could have been like, no, that's the story. Like that's you being accurate to the comic, and that usually shuts it down. It's only when they do it for no rhyme or reason, just to do a diversity check, just to be like, makes no sense in the grand scheme of the story. But it would have made perfect sense if they were able to do that. And then Stature, think about it. Now Stature's joining the Young Avengers with that chip on her server, with that vengeance, with that life experience that affects her now. And it's the multiverse. If they really wanted to, they could have bring Scott back at any point. There was like a million of different versions of them in a second in one scene of the movie. Who's to say
I don't think him not dying was the problem. There were so many problems.
There was a lot of problems, but
they just had all these crazy, goofy, silly, cutesy pootsy little aliens all over the place. And the whole movie CGI, and then his daughter's just this big superhero and could take a beating like nobody's business all of a sudden. Like there were so many things wrong with that movie. Kang was a pussy. Like so many things wrong with that movie.
There are variants from the books, but like their actions and the results of what they do in the movie doesn't make them a threat is the problem. Like you can have everything, like let's say this variant is from the comic, this variant, because you can pick them out. You can see all of the different variants, but when you see them, you're like, oh no, this ain't gonna go right, because they're not really threatening like at all. Whereas Thanos was able to do it with one look. I'll do it myself. You know what I mean? And that's all you needed. And then you just want to they were collecting these stones, and that's.
And what the fuck is going on with Hope's haircut? I mean, her mom smoking, and Hope. What is with that haircut? Jesus Christ!
Like where is? I don't understand. Where's the people that saying like, listen, what are you doing with the Hulk? Because I would be, if I was a president, I'd be like, no. Number one, you're not downgrading the Hulk. I want the Hulk to be still savage. I want Bruce Banner to be dealing with the Hulk.
I want rage.
I want rage. I want destruction. I need him calm 1 minute, but then I want him out of control the next. Mm-hmm. That's number one. Yeah. Number two, Thor. You're not gonna demasculine Thor. I want him to be fight like, because even the first Thor, when I first went and saw Thor, I didn't think Thor was going to be good, but when I saw the scene where he fought the frost giants and he was smiling and he was just like knocking them out with the hammer, I was like, oh, okay, this is all right. This shit is all right.
Part one was great, by far the best movie.
Them doing what they doing, and they could have brought Kang. They could have made Kang into this Ant-Man. I think if everything was correct from the other ones, and then you brought Kang, everybody, a Marvel fan would be like, okay, cool. They brought Kang, a conqueror. Now we got Galactus. We need those threats. You're not doing threats by making Kang is not a big enough threat to unite the whole Marvel.
And it ain't that we don't know these characters. We know they're Rama Tut and all of those guys from the council. It's just that. So what? It needs more. It needs more.
Oh, but
just to dress them as them. You need to set them up in a meaningful way. And they try to do it with He Who Remains, but he died to Sylvie, so that's one dead Kang. And then this is the Conqueror.
No, they're bringing him back in. I heard they're bringing him back in Moon Knight.
And that's the thing. It's like, this is why it's all dumb, right? So then you kill the Conqueror, the one that they were scared of, that they sent them to there. to the quantum realm. He gets defeated by Michelle Pfeiffer in the beginning by breaking his ship and taking all of that stuff. And then at the end of it, he dies again. So this is the one, he can't get through these obstacles. And he's supposed to fight like people of the status of Thor. You know what I mean? Like the Avengers will mollywop this dude. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, Ramatut in the books is great. I don't trust them to we'll see how it goes. I'm just saying, up until this point of what they've shown is the only thing we can judge. And what we could judge right now is that if you feel like that worked for you, I'm happy for you. I celebrate it with you. I'm just saying that shit didn't work for me, like, at all.
The other problem is Thanos was this galactic threat, like universal threat to everyone. And we need a villain that is at least at minimum a global threat.
Yeah.
And that just wasn't Kang. That's not how they portrayed him.
Right.
Yeah, you better be able to get past that. Like, that's the biggest thing, dude. If you're setting up the big bad, and it would have been fine if they would have said this is a regular Ant-Man movie. All Ant-Man movies is like street level. But they literally was like, this is the kickoff of Phase 5. We're introducing the next big bad villain. When you say stuff like that coming from the producers and the writers and all of that, and then you see it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is the setup. Ouch. It's like
if Kang's supposed to be that strong and Ant-Man fucking beat the shit out of him, why didn't Ant-Man just grab Thanos and rip him in half and
or what? Shane, what's that joke they say about Ant-Man and Thanos
flying to the ass?
Yeah. Like the boy style, like.
and then enlarge.
I know.
Went in through the anus.
Nelson, I heard those rumors too. Usually with rumors though, it's like you never know if it's true or not. But like if they would have had Dr. Doom at the end of that, then it would have been like, and that's all they would have needed. But like, here's the real threat. But then that would have probably undercut Kang or whatever for whatever reason. I don't know what I think.
Yeah, it's really sad because there's so many good villains that they could pull from.
God, Keesis, you are pulling stuff out your ass, my brother. Shuri was so not accurate at all, like zero The only thing that was accurate was the fucking name, Keesis. It was just the name. Shuri is sexy, an adult, and doesn't have the intellect of T'Challa. T'Challa had the intellect. They gave it to her. T'Challa was still around when he came back. They ruled together. That is nothing like the Shuri and the MCU.
You know, I don't care.
She ain't white.
Child that starts that tradition.
Buddy, could you imagine? Don't even joke. I can't even say it. Man, never mind.
Oh man, say what's in your heart, Shane.
What I don't like about the Shuri is I don't care if they made a woman Black Panther. I don't really follow the comic for Black Panther, so I don't know if that's accurate or not.
She did become a king.
She's too tiny.
Yeah.
Like, give her a fucking sandwich. Like, it's not believable when she's throwing people around. I realize she has the special flower power and all that shit, but it's not believable when you're that tiny.
And that's the thing.
That's why
Shuri had to try harder in the comic book because she was an adult.
Angela Bassett should have had put the suit on.
Angela Bassett, what a sore fucking loser she was. Jesus.
I love.
I'm not going to get into whether she should have won or not. That's not what I'm saying.
I love
what
Angela
a
Bassett.
sore loser.
Oh, you talking about her reaction?
Yeah, like come on, man.
I don't think she's a sore. I don't think she's a sore loser though. I disagree. I don't think she's a sore loser.
How the fuck do you not? Did you see her reaction?
That'll make you a sore loser though.
What does that make you?
Disappointed.
Disappointed. A sore loser.
Yeah, you could be disappointed and at least fucking clap for the person, not fucking stare her down.
I don't think that she was. I don't think she was. Had anything toward. What's her name? That one the thing.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Halloween. Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis. That doesn't have to do anything with them because usually the beefs be like with I'll give you a good example. And not to stay on that, but like when Jada Pinkett was mad that Will Smith didn't get an Oscar for concussion. That was her and Will Smith's thing, you know, to act like fucking crybabies and shit over that movie. Which I didn't even see the movie, and I don't know if it was Oscar winning. But I felt like Angela Bassett's acting was way better than what's the names?
Fair enough. That's why I wasn't getting into who deserved it. All I'm saying is, if you lose, you show a little bit of class and clap for the person who won.
You're right. But I'm
not saying you gotta get up and smile and kiss her asshole, but at least clap. Like, come on.
Sometimes it's not toward the person that won; it's toward the
Academy
Oscar themselves. Because
and I get that, and you could voice that after, but at least clap when the winner is getting up. That's just courtesy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That was classless. When I saw
you are
that.
not wrong. I do wish that she would have handled that a little better, but I understand her frustration.
And I would have liked to see her win too, for the record.
But I felt that she would have been better. I thought that
because I've seen both of those movies. And Jamie Lee Curtis, there was more people, not just Angela Bassett in that role. I think she did fine with the hot dog hands and just sort of, but it was such a minor role where. Not that I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I do think that she's been doing some fantastic work. And I do love that somebody that usually does genre got recognized in the role. I was happy for that she won. But I could see where, like, if you look at each one of those performances, and it's all subjective because art is subjective and performances.
Right.
There was two other actresses that I would have liked to see out of that category before she got it. And I think that was more of I don't know what it was. Like, if it was like because of like that movie was just getting old. Because that was my favorite movie of the year, Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's like, I know a lot of people don't agree with it, but I was on Fatal's show. We remember, Rashid, we did our top movies of the year, and I chose that one as my #1 movie at the time. So I do like that movie, but I do think that there was other performances in that specific category, not just Angela Bassett's that was better than hers.
I was halfway through watching that movie when they did that show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Cypher's in the house.
Cypher has a question.
Yep, I answered it in the comment.
He had to type it because we're so long-winded.
Don't want to interrupt you guys.
Art, what did you think of the Sideshow Penguin?
Yeah,
I know you and Alex talked about it, but you don't own the Prime 1, do you?
No, I did not pre-order Prime 1 either.
Or pre-order, yeah.
Do you like the Penguin, that character, Art?
Not so much. Not one of my favorite, actually.
Okay.
Art only spits real talk.
So, yeah, don't need to collect.
But yeah, from the aspect of Sideshow, it was good for the price, and I hope the ES is going to be lower.
What do you mean by for Sideshow, Art?
Like I said before, I don't have a problem with Sideshow. I think they do have some good pieces, but just the quality control is just shit.
No, yeah, the reason I love it too is because I love my Sideshow Iron Man. I love it. I love the light up feature. It's great. I love the pose. It's very dynamic. But a lot of people don't agree that that's they find a lot of other 1/4 Iron Mans better. But when I did watch your room tour before I even knew you was level, I was like, wow, this fool got all this amazing shit. And the one Sideshow piece he got is the same Iron Man I got. That fool got some good taste. Fuck everybody else.
No, but even that, man, I think the paint job on the Mark 7 just really bad.
Those lights bring it out.
That's about the only thing. The only reason why I got it was the light up feature
and the pose. I do like that. I don't see another Iron Man that's dynamic that captures Iron Man that dude where he's up in the air with the explosion of them.
Yeah, because the paint was more like a darker red. You know,
but I still like it better than the Queen Studio paint. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
That Queen Studio paint was. Because I was like, I was waiting for that one, and I seen how flat that was, and I was like, no, the Sideshow paint is for me.
I think the best paint is the Mark 85 and 7 for their 1/4 scale.
Okay, so I didn't see. I don't know if I've seen their 85 one yet. The one
85
I
is not, yeah, it's not released yet, but
Okay,
I know
okay,
how
okay.
it's going to be because they're bust.
Oh, so they're gonna use the same paint as the one they use in the bus. And the
Probably,
bus
yeah,
and-
yeah. So it's gonna be kind of like Mark 50.
Yeah, because I
for me,
do like
what
that Queens one, but that paint was so I didn't like the paint job on it.
What it is for Sideshow with me is I think they do some great pieces. I own a bunch of Sideshows, so I'm not a Sideshow hater. I'm not a hater of anyone. I love the statue for the statue, not the company. I just happen that I like the quality or the style that some companies do more than others. But some Sideshow pieces, you look at them and you're like, wow, that's a really good fucking piece. Whether it's the old school Galactus, whether it's the Nightcrawler, whether it's the symbiote Spider-Man, like they've done some real good pieces. But then there's also a lot of Sideshow pieces you look at, whether it's in people's collection, whether it's just pictures of it in person, and it just looks cheaper or inferior compared to a Prime 1 piece or an XM piece. There's some XM pieces I don't like, but I don't look at them and go, it looks cheap. It looks second tier. I look at a lot of Sideshow pieces and I feel that way. Like I could look at a piece and go, yeah, that's Sideshow. I could tell. It feels lesser of, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't get that when I look at Prime 1. I could look at Prime 1 and go, yeah, I really don't like that piece, but I don't look at it and go, ooh, that looks cheap.
Yeah.
I see a lot of Sideshow
and that's
pieces
why
that look cheap.
No, what I go tend to I'm like you, Shane. Like it's just sort of like I'm looking for an individual character, and then I'll go through I'll look at XM, Sideshow, Queen, Prime, and whatever one is better. They don't all have to be the same line unless it's a scale problem or something that I have to consider. But for me, it's just sort of like I just want to whoever has I'm looking for the pose first, and then hopefully everything else fall in line with the paint. But the pose is always because I always have something in my head of how I want to display them. And if the pose ain't there from the jump, then no matter how good the paint is, if it doesn't fit in on what I'm trying to do, I have to wait for another version of it or go to a different company for it. So
it
like,
all has to be harmony.
Yeah. Because you like, and some people, and this isn't everybody, it's just how my head wired. But sometimes, like if I like the Cyclops, right? I love that Sideshow Cyclops piece, but the reason I went with XM wasn't a quality thing for me. It was the pose options because I had a very set way that I wanted to pose that Cyclops. So if I could have him looking up with a point of focus, because I learned this from the Hot Toys of like giving the characters a point of focus that have them like they're looking at something or attacking the same thing or just in awe of the same thing. I think that helps with the display. So like when you have those options of A and B, that it also goes that you could put them higher, so you can have them like in straight, or you could place them lower and have them looking up. And it just gives you those options. And me knowing I like to play with it, I thought that's why I picked that Cyclops. Sure. And for me, it's not always going to be which one's better or worse. It's going to be whatever one fits in my display.
Yeah. And also, Sideshow doesn't offer many switch outs.
That is a fact. Yep.
Let me ask you something, Art. First of all, for Raid, I got about 10 or 12 repaints for statues, personally. And I prefer repainting older classic pieces. I look forward to that more than getting my new POs in the mail. I just something about it because it's a piece I love, and now it just brings it to a whole new level, and it's perfectly custom the exact way I see that character.
Well, how much do you pay for a repaint?
So I have 3 different painters that I've used here, and the guy I've used the most is really, really cheap. Like fucking. The first time he quoted me on some pieces, I'm like, this motherfucker's going to steal my statue.
Like how much?
He's a meth head and he's going to sell my statue, but he didn't. It's awesome. I think I pay on average. This is for the statue, not the base. Like for example, I got. Who the fuck did I get done?
Lizard, you got
Beast. XM Beast.
Okay.
I didn't get the base done, the Sentinel hand, but I got Beast done and both switch out heads and all that. And he charged me like $280 to do the Beast.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. I got XM Mysterio done. Whole statue, base, smoke, everything redone. And that was like, fuck, I think he charged me like $350 for the whole thing. Like, he's really, really cheap, and he's amazing. Like,
Has there ever been a paint job that you went out and then you got it back and preferred the original way, or has it always been?
Not even remotely close.
Yeah, it has to be pretty bad to begin with.
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah.
Like the Mysterio, yeah, I have that one that piece too, and the paint job was just really.
Because their pieces, a lot of them, not all of them, but I'd say most of them, so dark, and the paint's like dull and drab. And, you know, they do these comic book characters, and instead of making it pop like right off the pages with its bright blue, bright red, bright green, bright yellow, purple, it's this dull, drab, dreary. Like, it's the MCU, you get like the DC fucking movie version. Like that.
Yeah, Zack Snyder's on their board.
I thought the XM Boba Fett was painted bad too.
Say that again.
I thought the XM Boba Fett was painted bad.
Oh, it wasn't pop.
I like the
right?
XM Boba Fett.
Yeah, it looks matted.
Yes.
Keith says, if I was to get Star Wars, I would love to get that. The one that Rashid has, the Revenant Malgus XM.
Hey, I'm selling my. I might be selling my Malik.
That's the problem. I don't have any room for Star Wars because that's
why you selling them out?
Why would you love?
You've got room.
Later.
No. Like Rashid, you buy it and
See,
you
that's
keep it
the
in the
problem.
box.
If you do that with every single thing, you can do that with every single
stick it in
thing,
the closet.
and then you'll just be like,
when it's Star Wars, it doesn't count. You just buy it.
You make an exception for
Maestro
this
is the
piece.
only exception that I'll ever do this.
Especially when it's a Sith, you just buy it and you'll figure it out.
Shane, like I guarantee, like we were talking, like I was like, Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk spot will share the same spot as Soundwave. So like that's whoever
get who out every week.
I know. Hey, no, not doing it. But yeah, like that's what it's like if whatever one I get access to first is the one that will get that spot. Oh man, Telematicus.
Art, I got a question for you. Is there a piece, assuming they did it well, of course, is there a piece Sideshow could make? And if there is, what character and what scale that you would buy that maybe a company hasn't done yet that you're waiting for someone to do, or that someone hasn't done it to the way you like it? That if Sideshow were to make it, you'd consider buying it.
Actually, like I do like their Doctor Strange.
Their Doctor Strange?
Yeah, the Sideshow Doctor Strange. I do like that one.
That I've seen it. Brenton's collection. Cash's collection.
That one looks good.
It looks nice.
So, but with the new.
Well, why don't you buy it then?
Because it's Sideshow. I'm just kidding. It's like Shane. It's Sideshow.
Nah,
I have to look
that,
at it
but
and know it's Sideshow.
No.
Like if it was 1/3 scale, would you buy it?
1/3 scale, I would go with. I would wait until Legendary Beast does it. You know, that. If I know they're coming with it, I would just be like, Ace, Jay,
sure.
Are you planning on making any of this?
There's no piece they could make that hasn't been done or hasn't been done that you like that you
that I
consider
want.
It?
Not really, man. Not that I can think of right now. But if I do see something that that really wows me right off the bat, then I wouldn't mind it. The thing is with Sideshow in Thailand, the regular does cost really cheap, but when you jump to the EX, it's like double the price for no fucking reason.
Right. So you're a guy who owns basically anything you want statue-wise. So if you could pick one character, it could be from any IP, even if the company doesn't have that IP right now. One character for one company to make of any scale, what would you pick?
I still say the same thing. I would want Queen Studios to do the unmasked portrait of Iron Man bust, life-size bust.
Okay.
Which I know they can't make.
Right.
Will you consider
if someone made a custom? Would you buy it if it was done well?
I already have it on order.
I didn't even know there was a custom being made of it.
Oh yeah, it's 1/1.
Oh,
So
that's why I didn't know.
yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got deposit on it. It's already being made.
That's dope, dude. Hey, would you consider a life-size War Machine or Rescue, or is it only
No.
Iron Man?
Iron Man
Tony
only.
Stark.
Yeah, I don't care about War Machine or Rescue that much.
Yeah.
I'd rather have them in 1/4 scale or even maybe a half scale,
Maybe a Funko Pop.
but not life size.
Yeah.
Same question for you guys. One company, any character, any scale. What would you pick?
Go critical. I'm gonna think about it a little more.
I'd like to see what Prime 1 or XM could do with Blade.
Okay.
I would do Prime 1 Spider-Man.
Prime 1 Spider-Man. What scale?
1/3. Crippler.
1/3. Yeah. Because then I'll have the real best 1/3 character on that pedestal versus, my
Instead of
4th
the
tier
sad-
character.
The sad Miles Morales.
No. Because I really.
Isn't that what you said?
Dude,
You said he looked sad?
that Miles Morales was just like, he looked like he didn't want to be there. He looked like he lost his whole family.
Oh yeah,
He's depressed. He didn't have no lunch money. He was taking
he had no fade at all. It was just like a just put like black stuff.
He
like
was
a
on the
CG
train
top.
going to work. They took his lunch money.
It'd probably be Blade Prime 1.
Really, you'd still pick
Prime
Blade
1,
even though PCS is doing Blade.
Oh,
I thought you were going to take the opportunity to pick a Star Wars character that wasn't done.
Something new.
What Star Wars? I'm trying to figure out what Star Wars character. I don't know what Star Wars character that they haven't done before. I don't know.
What if Prime 1 did Darth Maul?
Wow, that would be kind of game.
What
is yeah, no. I don't know. I feel like Prime 1 with a Marvel license would be like with a 1/3 Marvel license would be something. I think it'll fit their style of characters.
Have you seen the LBS Spider-Man?
I've seen a finger of it. I can't really make decisions based off a finger.
Oh
shit! but we saw that Iron Man.
Fingers, like the texture. It was a finger. It was a finger of a. It was a rendered finger too. So it wasn't even like a.
I got a question for Art.
Yeah.
Hey, Art. Some people are saying that LBS XM, they look like big Boeing statues. What do you think? I've never seen one in person.
Well,
I've never seen one in person.
I haven't seen Bowen in person, so I can't really tell you. But
you've never seen
it's because of the classic line. No.
Yeah.
And I don't know anyone here in Thailand that collects Bowen. So.
Wow.
Hey, Casual,
I started on Bowen.
You're not in Thailand? No,
I still got 3 Bowens, Shane.
Yo, believe it or not,
bonus.
I got a Bowen too. My very first statue.
I got a big bonus.
I got a bonus. Hey, Jesus got a question for you, right?
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about the man?
I think
Wolverines.
The Sideshow Mando.
Got that Wolverine.
You trying to show us something?
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, got Y'all think Darkside Collectibles will mess with the current statue company? I don't hear about them too much, but they have a ton announced, projected.
Oh yeah.
I know they're doing a Michelle Pfeiffer.
I have never seen Darkside Collectibles in person either.
I've seen previews of their statues, and it's weird. They're not previews, reviews. And even though the person reviewing it was all for it, I looked at it and I was like, man, I don't know, that doesn't look good. Maybe it looks better in person, but like the paint looks sloppy. And they're like, oh yeah, clean lines. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I'll take your word for it, but that's
I would take
Dark Side is unproven right now. They have not proven themselves.
Hey, what if they come out with Light Side Collectibles? Like, you think Light Side Collectibles can do better than Dark Side Collectibles? Because I heard a rumor that there was a Light Side Collectibles, and they're making everything Dark Side Collectibles are making just lighter.
Dark Side's always better.
They're like beige rage.
Yeah,
man. It's like, yo, you heard about Prime 2? Prime 2 Studio?
Prime 2.
Yo, you're Prime 2 Studios. They're the second one, so they learned a lot from Prime 1.
Hey, did you hear about this company, XN?
XN is crazy, yo.
They're killing it. XN, oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Extreme Nickelodeon is no
XN
joke,
got that
son.
blade. XN got that blade, Rashid, in 1/3.
I need your name. Yeah, he Jose Alicia wants the name of your painter, son.
He said, you can't have a name.
He keeping that to himself.
Shane's like, you can't have a name.
No.
He's in Canada, so unless Jose's in Canada, it's probably not going to be worth it for the shipping and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it might be because he's pretty cheap, but yeah, he's in
It might
Canada.
balance out.
A human-sized Galactus bust will still be bigger than like the
Yeah, that's like the half-scale Hulkbuster is bigger than
a life size, right? Like that's gotta be like crazy. But hey, get it on. The Doctor is a great painter, Jose. He's in Maryland.
I've heard very good things about the Doctor.
I heard nothing but awesome things about the Doctor. Who was your favorite painter, Art?
Whoa, I only know one, Titinen.
I'm glad you pronounced that because I was in a group about to get a Spider-Man, Delato Spider-Man, but like you got to be so quick that I missed it. And I was ready. I was like, okay, cool. I had it ready to copy the paste. I was like, yes, I want this version. I call it the Titanium or something because I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Titanium.
I want the Titina version.
At least you didn't call her like tits.
I know, right? I didn't call it tits.
Yeah.
But
I
had it. I got the notification that it was going up. I pasted, and there's so many people in there, and it was like, okay, it's closed after this, and everybody here, y'all fucking losers, get out of here. And I was like, damn. That was my first custom experience. So I was like, nah, it ain't worth it.
Yeah. I mean, she's a great painter, but you just looking at like 2 years waiting. waiting.
She rides a motorcycle too. Does she all right?
No. No.
I was just some pictures she took.
No, she has a car.
Okay. Maybe that was just a picture she took at a Harley Davidson shop on her
at the shop. More.
Hey, Art, who's your favorite sculptor? If you could only pick one, and I know there's a lot of really good ones. I appreciate that.
I
so many.
I don't have a favorite. I mean, I think they all does
one of your favorites.
Good job, man.
I love it.
Jeez.
And they don't all do good jobs. I've seen some shitty fucking sculptors.
Yeah.
Yo, front show is coming out. Yo, don't sleep on front show or top show or bottom show. Cause like, yo, they got some stuff. Sideshow better look out. They being surrounded.
Front show? Oh, front show is off the chain.
Front show is no joke, dude.
And you guys too, if you know who's your favorite sculptor.
I don't think I have a favorite. I like Daniel.
I have a favorite.
I like Frank.
I
like Franco.
Yeah.
I like Franco Calissimo.
Yeah.
Rashid, what'd you say?
I said it used to be Martin Canali, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
A couple of his pieces lately.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like he's been, I don't know. That brown Wolverine was horrible.
That was one of the pieces.
Yeah. They don't give a lot of love for the Venom neither. For me, it's crazy because I don't know the names to know if I have one, but I know I have a type because every piece that I end up getting, I was like,
you got a type.
And it's like the most vanilla. It's the one that everyone happens to know, and it's because it's Daniel Bell. And like before that though, before I knew his name or whatever, I love the Thor, the Breaker Brimstone, the Captain America. I love the Gladiator Hulk. I love this Carnage that he did, and I like everything. I like the Colossus I have of his. So like, I get it, not knowing it's Daniel Bell, but always gravitate to his work. So like, I have a type. I don't know if it's my favorite because I don't know the names of a lot of the other ones. I got to study up on it. But a lot of studios don't do a good job of like making them the forefront. They're doing a little better now at Sideshow, but
Crippler. I like the Daniel Bell, the XM Iron Fist he did.
I love that piece, dude.
Black Panther, Weapon X.
You know what? I'm a live pre-order that Iron Fist right now. Wow.
Still available.
That's a nice piece, man. That's a nice piece.
You won't go wrong.
Always love that piece. And that
Talk about
one,
dynamic.
So underrated.
Yes, it's because of that how dynamic.
And you can get it under retail.
Yeah. I see Phoenix was alive in boxing last night.
And it's the pre-order on it, and I keep saying like I keep going, and then I'm like, okay, it's still there, so I don't have to get it. I keep going, and then one day it's not gonna be there, and I'm gonna be like, why did I fucking get it? I'm like, I love that piece so much. Like, it's one that every time I see it, I'm like, it's nothing. From the videos, and I can't see anything wrong with that piece. And it's not huge, and I know where I can put it where I don't feel like I need to.
You can see it right now. It's right there.
Yeah, I could put it like right up there.
It's right over there
on the shelf.
I'm a big fan of Daniel Bell, but there's a few of his pieces. I think the pose is awkward. The sculpt is good, but the pose it's awkward. Some of his poses, they don't vibe with me. Yeah. And that alone would be a reason I wouldn't buy the piece. But overall, I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think with Daniel Bell, the pieces that I don't like of his, I don't know they're his or not, because I just probably wouldn't bought it. And I ended up being like, there's a piece that I really like, I'll buy it, and I'd be like, oh, somebody said.
Let me see if I can enable you, Crippler.
Oh, look at that thing, dude.
Let me see if I can enable you.
Let's go.
The hand does slide up too, right?
Look at that. Look at the bricks on his feet, dude. Like he's breaking through it. It looks
you want
like he's
that?
actually floating.
You want that? Look at him like coming through the picture.
What are you doing to me? Get out my head. You're like a cordyceps. Stop.
Come on, you need this.
You
need that in your life.
Go into the shopping cart.
Yeah,
you need that in your life.
That's such a good piece.
Yeah, damn.
Yo.
Yeah, you need that too.
I was watching Phoenix unboxing.
You need all this.
I don't need a giant Wolverine. He's a dope giant Wolverine. I don't want a giant Wolverine.
You need this.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Look at that.
You need that.
I agree. You do need a Star Wars piece. You need at least one.
Come on. You need all this stuff in your life.
I got like 10 Star Wars pieces. Y'all didn't know that.
I know you want that.
Pieces. They're all Hot Toys, but they're still Star Wars pieces. The Deja Doris? No, I have a wife. I don't need that.
I got a wife too, but I got this. Don't let that stop me.
There they go. The ladies.
The ladies.
She has to accept it, otherwise she would be.
She has to accept it.
Hey, Knight, I guarantee you that's a lot of it too. But to be fair, a lot of people own it because they thought it was a great piece. Unless they got it. I don't know how many people will get it home and say, oh, it sucks.
Yo, fellas, I'm out of here, kid.
Yo, Rashid, thanks for hanging out.
All right, Rashid.
Thanks, bro.
All right,
Rashid.
Later
on.
All right.
Peace. Ladies
But,
and gentlemen, that was
but
your
to
future
answer-
president.
But to answer Knight,
So
like
Mhm.
I hated that fucking the bust.
Which one?
Which bus?
What is it?
Yo,
Fuck. That one. What? I forgot his name now.
oh
Shit.
man, he
I
hates that Infinity War freaking Thanos bus. How could you hate that thing? That got dope.
No.
Yeah, that thing's amazing.
that broke
Vision bus,
your
the Vision
employees'
bus.
black.
Yeah, the Vision.
You hate it so much, you made you
Yes,
forget
and-
that character's name.
Yeah.
I
sell it?
never liked that bus, dude. Like straight up. And for the people who like it, love it.
Yeah.
Get it. But
Yeah.
I seen like I never liked it, and I seen people review it. And of course, you're nice about it. You don't want to shit on things they love. But I also like being real and talking to people about it. I remember talking to you about it, and I was like,
Keeping it
way
real,
back when I first
keeping
met
it
you, I was
real
like,
goes wrong.
I'm not feeling that bus. And Art was like, straight up, he was like, yeah, I don't, I don't
Yeah.
like it
Dude,
either.
in my review, I said it was the worst bust I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Mike
Keeping
loves
it
it.
real goes wrong.
Yeah. And
Like
if Mike loves it,
you've
he'll
seen,
get
yeah,
your love on.
that's weird. But I mean, compared
Yeah, I don't know. I
compared
haven't
to
seen it
every
in person,
single
but Mike
other
said his is
bust,
flawless.
like especially Mike, he's seen so many busts that he owns, right? And when you
Yeah.
compare it, like the material and everything, it's just like, what is this?
Yeah.
So it's weird because Mike has so much. Like he just buys so much
Yeah.
all the time, but he's not a hard person to please. He's easily
Oh
pleased.
yeah, I know.
And I'm not trying to say he likes everything, even if it's shit. That's not what I'm saying at all. Because he doesn't. He's had some pieces that he's like, yeah, I
As
just
long
don't
as it
like
does it for him,
But
it doesn't. You don't have to
he's
get.
not a
into
hard
the
guy to
nitty-gritty.
please, and he really likes that Vision bust. And he says his came in flawless, so he's a big fan of it.
Mine
My
is
problem with it
flawless.
is the-
I don't
the
have
ni-
any nicked or anything on it, but just the material that they used, it was.
Yeah. I don't know if
Cheap
it was your review or Delaney's review, but this part right here looked very cheap, and you have it, so I don't know if you can attest to it or not. But
Yeah,
yeah, right there is just
Yeah, like even the paint, you can tell
Like
that
a
it's kind of
like a black, yeah,
it's meh.
yeah. Like
They
Jose
could have
said,
done
the
it so much
colors,
better. Even the eyes, they could have made it glass eyes and make it look so
Yeah.
much better.
That's
But
disappointing.
instead, it's plastic.
Yeah.
And
But
then,
then you
the
look at
cape,
the Queen's bust.
the
and
cape, I can find like that piece of cloth for like maybe $2. It's so bad.
and when you spending that much money on it, I think that
Yeah.
lies the problem.
That's why it's so cheap. It was less than $1,000 in it.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, no.
So
But
sad.
yeah, like there's pieces that if I get and I don't like it, I critique it more than if I I critique it more if I get something that I loved and I really like a character or something and I really love it and I'm excited for it and I get it and it doesn't live up to that. I'm more disappointed and I'm more critical of it because I love it more. Like
Yeah.
anything I like more, I'm like MCU. People be like, I'm a MCU hater. No, it's because I loved MCU, and I feel like they could do better. And if they don't
You
get the
expect more.
critique, and
You
if
get
you
a
just
higher
say everything is good, then they'll keep putting stuff out
Yeah.
the same way. I'm the same way if I buy a statue. If I buy a statue that ain't good, and let's say I wasn't to buy and I would sell something. I would straight up tell the person I don't like it. That's why I can't sell shit because I can't sell nothing because
But
if I'm
I
selling
get what
it, I
he's
don't
saying,
like it,
right?
and I'm just like,
On
no.
Facebook, you see many people just saying, "Oh, this is the best" because they fucking own it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Which
Or they don't
lot
say
of
the
people
reason
do
why
that.
they chose it, like that they have to. But usually, like, I have an upcoming show, and one of the topics is that I hint at right now is like, is there such thing as the best version of a statue, right? Because like when you trying to group think something, you are conforming to something that you might not actually be interested in, but the group think made you feel that this is the way, even though your collection could be going in the opposite direction than all of the group think. So like I'm gonna dig into that in the future. But like yeah, I do think a lot of people don't make decisions. I'm not saying a lot of people. I do. Some people make decisions based off. They try to fit these statues into Grail status. This is the best version of this statue. this is the best version of this. Almost like a tier list shit. And I think when people find out, everybody's collections start looking the same.
Yeah.
Everybody's shit just start looking the same. And I think that's boring to me. Personally, I like seeing like the XM Wolverine is a great example. I'm probably the only one that I know on the panel that I'm on that's getting it. If I was to be like, if I was to go with the group think, I won't get it because I love it, but nobody else.
Oh, the X-Force.
Yeah, the X-Force one, right? And I can understand why
a lot of people don't like that one.
But I do. And it's okay that nobody else does. I have to be okay with that because I don't want the same sideshow Wolverine that everybody else has. I know it's a great one. I'm not taking anything away from it. I don't want that piece. I want something different. Not because it's better or worse, because it fits my collection more. I got the cable that's XM with that base. It'll just fit. It'll fit mine perfect.
Yeah, and also Crippler, is your money is your choice.
XM.
No, but you said the sideshow one everyone likes. Which one?
Like the really awesome 90s cartoon short one, yellow and blue suit, Wolverine. It's the standard one.
Okay.
It's not the Logan and it's not the
Yeah.
or the
I know
It's the one that came out with before
Not the one
Logan.
you're leaning on the Sentinel hand, is it?
No.
It's the one that's standing on the Sentinel hand.
Yeah, it's standing. I think it matches
running.
with the Laura, the X-23. It matches with the X-23. Danger. I think it's a Danger Room base, right? I don't know. But yeah, I know it's the traditional, really awesome Wolverine. I love that Wolverine. But if I was to put that with my current collection, it just won't. It will look good because it's Wolverine, but it won't match as good as the other one. And I like my Wolverine to look fucked up and mutated because I see him as a beast. I don't see him as a human. Me personally. But if I was to just be like, I want the best Wolverine, I will get something that won't fit in my collection. Even though I could get it, I could see why it's all.
It's the best Wolverine for you.
Thank you, Shane. Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
Because if you had that sideshow, Sam, you probably had to go in there with a Dremel tool and start restructuring his face.
Which one? The sideshow?
The sideshow. The sideshow.
I haven't seen it up close. I just know that.
If it's the one I'm talking about where he's on the Sentinel hand and he's got like his hands down by his side.
Yeah,
and
it's
he's not really wearing the traditional suit. It's more of a
it's more modern.
Closer to his Avengers style fucking suit.
Really?
Yeah. It's not the '90s original suit at all.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because it's got the blue stripes on it. I'm not a fan of that. I've seen it in person. I personally am not a fan, but I know most people like it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like it, and it's great. My friend really loves it, and he has one. See, we lost casual. We lost casual for me getting that X-Force Wolverine. I don't know. You know.
What about all the custom Wolverines you've seen? None. You didn't like any of those?
For me, I only get a custom if it's like. I will only entertain getting a custom if it's a character nobody's making. I know like there's gonna be plenty of licensed ones down the road that I could just obtain. Cobra. Shane got a Cobra.
Yes,
that's a nice shirt.
Yeah, we got one, baby.
Do you have any customs, Crippler?
No, the one custom that I was going to get was a Delato Spider-Man, and I joined the group. I did everything that was asked of me, and still wasn't able to to secure one. And I think months later, you know how you don't check your Facebook thingies. I don't really check the stuff that the notifications on the top, and then I checked one day 3 months later, and it was just he was like, "Oh man, we might have a spot," but it was way past the date, so I was like, oh man. So at first I didn't get in, and then the spot opened up and I missed the notification. I'm just like, it's just too it's not a lot, but I'm just sort of like, I'll wait for a Spider-Man. I would love to see I've seen a finger for LBS, so I'm gonna be keeping my eye on that to see how that turns out.
They showed a couple more pictures. They actually showed the whole Spider-Man. Yeah.
Jay did like on LBS group,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I got it. I'm not on the LBS group.
And see, for me,
Oh man, you're not a
I'm
real
not a-
LBS
I
fan.
know, right?
You're not a real collector.
Hey, when they do, there's a couple of events. So they doing Avengers. There's a couple of Avengers that I will totally be interested if LBS do it. And they had a poster up, so just going off the poster they had on there, like they had a Scarlet Witch, a Vision, and a Black Panther left on there. I would love to see a Black Panther done by
Yeah.
LBS.
And he's doing it.
They are doing it.
Yeah.
So be prepared.
Okay.
Save your money. That's all I gotta say.
Get your space, brother.
And then if it's not an Avenger,
around.
then it's Spider-Man.
Any thoughts Art, on LBS DC?
I hope they do it.
One
That will
third
give them like,
Batman.
well, because I think right now Prime Ones just need a competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Prime 1 is.
But the
Batman
thing,
heavy.
what I love about Prime One is they are acting like they have all of the competition in the world, because it
But
ain't
they
like.
don't.
But they don't. But they still keep their quality up. I think their pieces that they put out are still great without competition. I think competition is healthy because it may push the prices down when you have two very expensive pieces that you might want and they're both excellent. How do you choose then? It's going to be totally based off style right there and what you
Well, they do have competition themselves because every second statue has like 3 variants.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but come on, man.
They're competing with them.
Yeah, because I've only got 4 Prime 1s in my collection, but each and every one of them are top notch. I love them all.
I got 3, and like it's so hard to find. Like it's nitpicky stuff. Like you know, like the base of Red Death. It's dope, but could be tiny bit better. But it's nitpicking at that point. You know what I mean? And the same with I love that. I love that you have to try and find something to for a statuette, and like that Batman. I'm telling you, that Batman Who Laughs is still one of the most, like, you look at the stitching on that thing and don't see not one smear of white, and I looked like every single thread on that suit is individual with not a hint of smear of white paint going into anywhere else, dude. Like the rips that fool has on his leg and then the skin out is just so well done on that statue. And the teeth on that portrait, that Batman Who Laughs is like, that's a forever
amazing
statue. I will never get rid of it because just like looking at that, and I got it years later, and I'm like, I don't know what everybody's gonna go crazy for it, but I was reading it, and I'm like, if there's one character to get from the Death Metal line is Batman Who Laughs.
I agree.
And so, and then I got it, and then I'm just like, I get it. It made me go out and get 2 more Prime statues, and those statues were good, but they're just not characters that they're not Spider-Man, they're not Iron Man, right? So it's just sort of like, but yeah, they do such good work. I'm interested to see what LBS does with when they start getting to characters, because there's characters that they have that I love. Thor is one of my favorite characters, but I honestly prefer the pose of the one I got, so it doesn't make me want to get the LBS one to put it right up there. It's a great piece. It's just for me, like that capturing Thor.
It's not the best Thor for you.
Like Dynamite. Yeah, exactly. Like I love that one. Iron Man, like I said, it's only the lights and the pose I like that, but I do like the LBS one better than that Iron Man by a lot. So that's the one. That's one that I would consider getting. As Iron Man is one of my favorite characters,
but the scale is gonna be
way
different.
It won't be to. It won't be to pair. It won't be. It won't be to pair with.
Chain.
It won't be to pair with any of that stuff. It'll be a whole different. It'll be a whole different vision. That's the thing. So this whole right here, this whole L. Yep. This whole L right here is what's gonna change, and I have multiple different directions that I'm looking into. and I'm trying to finalize and just start to get to work. The only thing that I know I'm getting for sure is those Spidey pieces, but what I do with the 1/3 Avengers or Life Size or Maestro is what all of that stuff is just jumbled up here and I have no idea where I'm going to land with it because I'm not ready. I haven't solidified that vision yet. The only thing that I've solidified was the Arise, the X-Force Wolverine, and the Transformation Spidey. Those are the only things that I know for sure 100% I'm getting. Everything else is like, I have so many paths and don't know which direction to go yet. So this is therapeutic by being able to talk and see pictures and go through it.
It
and
helps.
Try to figure out where I'm gonna go. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is like therapy.
Indeed. Yep.
It is.
This is like therapy with
like,
your own kind.
Exactly. Like I said, talking with Shane, Critical, all of you guys about like, yo, this is what I'm thinking. Here's where I'm locked in. Here's where I'm thinking, and it helps to just talk through.
And it helps because everyone knows what you're talking about.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. I can't. My wife will tune out the moment. She just be like, "You like that one?" I would just go with that one, but she'll just say it just to end the conversation.
That's if you like it, buy it.
Yeah. She tries, bless her heart. She'll be like,
"That's not her."
And then I go, "But what about this? And what about this?" She was like, "You're gonna get what you're gonna get. Just pick one and go with it." It's like,
same with my girl. She doesn't care anything about this stuff. She'll come back here like, "Oh, is that new? Oh, another one."
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's like, it's not her thing.
Getting back to Prime 1, I only own 4, and I used to own 5. I sold one a while ago. I absolutely love all of them. Like although I'm going to be selling one just for space, but I love them. They're fantastic. 2 of them are, I'd say, 2 of my top 10 favorite pieces I have.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like, I don't look at Prime 1 and be like, man. I look at Prime 1 and be like, why aren't you doing Marvel? I don't look at them and be like, damn, we really need somebody else to do 1/3. Because I'm happy with what they're doing. They just not doing Marvel. So if another company comes in like LBS and do Marvel and in the style that like appeals to me, I'll be one of their biggest supporters because that's my whole is like 1/3 Marvel, and if I was to do it, it would be very selective. But I'm not like a forever customer because I only got so much room, right? So it's sort of like there's a few characters that I love more than any other characters in the world, and I would love to get those in the best interpretation I could of those, and that would be that, and that's Spider-Man, Iron Man, and depending on the Black Panther, I could see that being one that I would grab.
I just imagine if Prime 1 was doing Wolverine, it'd be off the chain.
Yeah, because I look at the DC pieces and I'm be like, dude, I could tell they will be able to bend up Spider-Man in ways that, that I've dreamed of.
That came out weird.
It was mad weird, and playing it back in my head now, I could see that.
You like bending
but it doesn't change the feeling I have, Art. It doesn't change the feeling. The feeling is accurate.
Back to that closet.
Back to that closet thing. I'll be like, yo, I'll wake up.
15-year-old boys.
I'll wake. Hey, no, my Spider-Man is Spider-Man, not Spider-Boy. He's over 21.
He already been to college, and he got
Parker.
dead.
He has Parker Industries. I'm all for the advancement of like the growth and progression of Spider-Boy to Spider-Man. Like I said, I think they reset him every time he gets to college and they don't know what to do with him and start him all over. But I watched him when I was a kid and he was a kid in school. I watched him when I was in high school and he was in high school. I would love to see him, like, what is he doing now?
With a 401k.
I mean? Yeah. We never got that real Dark Knight Returns version of Peter Parker that's like that shit like that. We've got some dabbles in him older.
What'd you think about that animation Into the Spider-Verse?
One of my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time because it was just dope. It was I love it. I like how they introduced the Prowler. It got a little crazy and psychedelic towards the end of it, but as far as like the story and the heart of it, and him being like, dude, respecting all of the Spider-Man that came before him and all of that stuff. And it was they didn't take Peter Parker and just turned him to a different ethnicity. They just are like, he's a new character from a different verse. Peter Parker's still there. Peter Parker can instill what he learned to this young guy. I like that relationship. I loved it. I'm excited to see the next one.
And it was a trip when they saw the Peter Parker like that had his shit together, had the Stark Industries type stuff, all the technology. And
that was supposed to be the Toby.
Broke.
One of the Peter Parkers was broke. Yeah, because they had the perfect Peter Parker like that we know, saving, first Doc Ock, like pretty much the movie ones. And he was like the perfect version of what we feel and know Peter Parker to be. And then they introduced one that was like, yo, MJ left me. And that's the one we spent the movie with.
But I think the broke one was like our number one Spider-Man, the regular Spider-Man, the one that always trying to take pictures and can barely afford to pay his rent.
No, like that's the thing, like where we don't really know where he goes. Like, there's the Superior Spider-Man, but that was mostly Doc Ock. Well,
that was the impression that I got from it when I saw the movie, that he was the Peter Parker that we knew from the comic books all the way up before the multiverse.
Yeah, they never really say. I thought it was more like, because they said that the one that died in the beginning was supposed to be voiced by Tobey Maguire, but they changed it last minute because whatever reasons. And that tells me that was the one that we're used to, the one that died, that had it all together and all of that good stuff. And the one that lost it was another version of Peter Parker, but wasn't him. But
Art, I got a question for you. Out of all the LBS you've seen in person, what's your favorite one?
Good question.
Right now, as of now, probably Hulk.
He got
the Hulk.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that piece.
I think like a lot of their color, they do a lot of good shading, but for Hulk, you can see it clearly. Like in person, you can see yellow, green, all the shadow, everything looks really good.
Rank them. Are you ready to rank the LBS statue from 1 to whatever, how many they got out for?
They only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are you ready
and
to
Cyclops,
rank them 1
6.
to 5?
Then it should be pretty easy.
1 to 6. It'd be pretty easy.
Well, you know Hulk, me.
We know Hulk's number 1.
Hulk's number 1. And it's either Magneto or Iron Man.
The Hulk's hand is like the size of your hand, Art.
What's that?
The hand of the Hulk, is it the size
of your
hand?
It's bigger than my hand, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen the review. He put a fist. He put his fist next to it. It was just way bigger.
I think Magneto the base is a little bit too messy. So I think Iron Man would be number 2. Ooh. And then Magneto, Thor, Cap.
Dude, that's awesome. That's where I hope it would be in my head, because we know that the Hulk is so impressive, and I like the Magneto, and I know people really like the aura, but I'm not a fan of the aura. I feel like it takes too much space.
Yeah, it does take too much space, but without the aura, it looks like it's missing something.
And that's the problem I have with that statue. So it's either it's like somebody coming over, knowing there's not enough room, and then spread wing,
right?
Like spread their legs up and be like, "Yo, give us some room." He's just like spread eagle on the couch, bro. He's like, "No, I'm Magneto. I need all of this room." I'm like, "Nah, Magneto, just chill."
Yeah, you need that aura to make it look epic. Without it, it just, I don't know. I feel like the base is a bit too small for it.
Yeah. Cool. So no, that's a great place to see that Iron Man, because that's one that I would consider and interested in, depending on what I decide to do with this side of the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I get space down the road, I might pick up the XM Iron Man. I really love that piece. I don't know if I have space for it. I don't think I do.
1/4 scale or
not the LBS, the XM.
So that's good. Except there's one thing that I don't like about it. They give you 2 torso as well, and they look identical. So I have no idea why.
So they're not.
One's supposed to be
quite-
modern.
Yeah, they're not quite identical. One, I'm trying to remember because I got the piece for John from a guy who wouldn't ship it to the States. So he sent it to me. I looked it over, packed it back up, and then I shipped it to John. And John offered me to keep it because he had another one he could have bought, and I was going to, but I just don't think I have the room. And if I don't have the room, I'm not buying the piece. But the difference was, and I'm trying to remember, I think one showed a little more musculature than the other one did.
But that's the thing. It's not.
But there was a difference.
Yeah, hardly though.
Hardly.
Like
You're correct. It wasn't that big. But when you look side by side, you could see the difference right away. But if I just show you one and show you another, you're like, I'm not sure. But side by side, you could tell right away the difference. It's subtle.
Yeah. It's almost like the Red Death mask. Just put one of them on and you'll forget which one is which quick. Like there's a difference on the Red Death, and that's mostly with the antennas. Yeah, it's only really like
the regular wing is bigger.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
The wings is bigger, but like I don't think it changes the composure of the statue like at all, or the emotion of the statue like at all.
No.
Like usually if you put a switch out on, like you could change it from like contemplating or something, or to like you put it on. I think it's the same effect, but your ear's a little longer. You know what I mean?
True. Okay.
Which is good.
And to answer Dwayne in the chat, sorry, Dwayne, LBS Punisher was canceled.
Yeah, they have to redesign it because of the school shooting and whatnot.
Damn.
I think that's why a lot of people jumped on Grim Knight, because it was like, oh, guns, yo, they let you do
Guns.
It's like because
a lot of guns.
Because it's hard to get them approved nowadays, dude.
It's so stupid though.
Yeah,
It's very stupid.
People are still dying anyway, even if they don't make.
Yeah,
even if-
exactly.
Buying a statue of Punisher and going and shooting up their school.
Yeah.
Because Punisher
Yeah,
has a skull and a gun.
We have not seen that in a school.
Ridiculous.
the same people.
I mean, the last shooting that we had here in California was that that crazy guy, that old dude that went to Monterey Park and shot up that.
And I bet he
dance
didn't own the
studio.
Punisher statue.
Playing D&D, and everybody's saying, "Yo, you going to hell, boy!"
Like seeing Deathstroke behind Critical just made me want to go out and shoot up. Man. God damn.
Yeah.
Yo,
Kill,
why did you do
kill,
what
kill.
you do? The torture room, Deathstroke, Critical, hashtag it up. Let's go.
Hashtag kill room.
Yeah. Yo, your kids are studying witchcraft by reading Harry Potter.
Today live from the
that's
kill
some
room.
Hashtag make statue great again.
Great again. We got our sheet,
Hashtag
though.
Tommy screams.
Gonna change all of this stuff. But yeah, man, nah. I'm glad we were able to actually just get on and just chat. I was like sitting here, just like, let's see, critical enabler. Critical, you're an enabler.
Yes, I am.
Oh shit, that's the wrong type of enabling right now. I thought it was gonna be like a statue.
That's why they take weapons out of statues right there.
Agree. Keep politics out this shit.
Keep politics out of fucking everything.
Everything.
Keep it out of movies. Keep it out of
You talking
statues.
about
Keep it out
katanas?
of video games.
I sign me up for that. Look at that statue. I meant that katana.
That statue.
Yo, how did you clean it? Yeah, okay, cool. There's no blood. I don't want you to show blood of your
All right, guys, I gotta go. I have
You
a
gotta go
client
too.
at 1 o'clock.
Oh yes.
Hey.
Take care
But
of
you
your
guys can
client.
keep talking if you like.
Well,
No, I
we'll
gotta
chat and
go
just
too.
wrap
I
it
gotta
up,
get up
yeah.
at work in the morning.
All right, man.
Just wrap it up. We'll say bye to the chat and then
All right,
close it
yeah.
up.
We'll say bye to
See
the
you, Art.
chat.
Thanks for
Bye to
putting this up.
everybody.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
Thank you, Art.
Cool. Yeah. All right, peoples.
Right.
So
Art's
yeah,
gonna make some
Shane,
money.
Critical, Mass. What do you guys got going on? We'll close it out. We'll say peace. Yo, thanks everybody. Random impromptu stream that was just sort of like, yep. Been able to hop on, come hang out with us, hear us talk about the stuff we love and the stuff maybe we not love so much, but it's all opinions, so it's all good. Critical Mass. Can you tell us when is your next victim going to be in the torture room?
I could, but I think I'll just keep guessing.
Very smart. So yeah, just keep guessing. Just might be a pop-up stream from the torture room.
Might be.
You never know.
The screams start. Once the stream starts, the screams.
The scream starts.
The screams and the stream.
Scream starts. The scream start.
You scream.
All right.
I scream.
Cool. Shane, Sunday. It's now for us. What you got going on today? Later today.
Yeah, today.
Well, I work tomorrow, so I'm going to miss Collector's Table. But I believe, are you on it tomorrow?
I will be on substituting for homie Dark Lord Shane with Adam and Collector's Table
and I think
tomorrow.
Fatal's there too.
I did not know Fatal was there. Good. I get to see him one-on-one. This is going to be the reunion. This is going to be the reunion.
So you could you could watch Collector's Table Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or Eastern, and then I will be home in time from work for Collectors Enabled at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Awesome, and there's no Last of Us to watch at that time that you guys are usually on.
Actually, I thought last week was the season finale.
It's done.
I know. That's why I said there's no.
There's no. Sorry, I thought you said there is.
No.
So you don't have to rush off.
I know. Cool. Yeah. Well, for me, I will be with Casual Nerd Problems talking about The Last of Us, dude. I got so much I would like to say about that show, and we're going to talk all about it. So that will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow on Casual Nerd Problems. So yeah, if you guys want to hear us talk about Last of Us or want to engage us, have questions about it, our thoughts, whatever, swing by the Casual Nerd Problems.
That's at 2 p.m. Eastern?
2 p.m. Eastern, yep.
What are you going to do if Collector's Table runs long?
We talked. I was like, I already got a commitment, so I could only stay till 1:30. And he was like, it's going to be a short show anyway. So
I say you pick Casual over my boys. That's okay.
Oh, the Casual thing was booked way before.
It was booked.
I think Adam hit me up yesterday. He hit me up yesterday, and I was just sort of like, I'm ready with homie Casual.
I got a prior engagement.
So good. Yeah. So that it's gonna be a fun afternoon of Collector's Table to Last of Us discussion, and then y'all take a break, and then y'all come to Connectors Enabled, where you could get enabled by some of the finest enablers in the business. Yep, and that would be it. But I don't know if Art has a call out or a piece, so I'll just say later, guys. Thailand, Joe Higashi, out.
Bangkok.
Bangkok, baby.